Well,
French people.
man, I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
If you're ever going to go anywhere where there's French people, I've got one bit of advice for you.
Don't.
Yeah, that's my...
I took it right out of your mouth, just like that.
Well, yeah, I was going to say do not.
Okay.
I like the do not more than the don't.
Do not.
Do not.
If you thought French bashing was over from the last podcast,
Oh,
let
je
me
ne
tell
sais
you.
quoi.
Oh,
I do not know how to say the penis. It's a little waggle.
little waggle.
Oh, a petite penis. That's how you say a penis breakfast.
Oh my God.
Breakfast penis.
I've had a sinus pressure headache for like 6 days.
Nice.
And you're gonna blow the side of my head out if I keep laughing.
Well, I hope it comes out your ear, and like, you know, that's just what I'm here for.
That's what your ear for?
If you do this,
Yeah.
and you just blow as hard as you
worse.
can.
It gets way worse.
You want everything to come out your ears. Just blow it all out your ears.
Yeah.
That's how you fix that.
Yeah.
Boogers, earwax.
That's really what the ears are for. You know, like the old Looney Tunes where when somebody's pissed, steam comes out?
Yeah.
Where ears are essentially just return air vents.
Laughter is the best medicine, and in this case, it'd be really funny if your head exploded. Because then it's like, is it really? Because I feel like just waiting for it to stop would have been better medicine. Rather than your head exploding.
Yeah, dude. Laughter is the best medicine. Tell that to a terminal cancer patient.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but that's no good if you're really sick.
That's a much better rhyme for that. Oh.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, it's like these are the first words I'm saying out loud today, so
Yeah.
I'm just getting used to saying words.
Yeah, you gotta warm into it.
Yeah. It's I mean, hey, it's 10 in the morning, guys.
Yeah.
And this lid won't stay on my coffee.
See, like I said, it's got the same integrity as an actual Starbucks lid. It's good. They hand it to you in a way where you can only grab it from the lid because otherwise you're touching a stranger's hand. And then it comes right the fuck off as soon as you get it in the driver's window.
It's like a timer. It's just a time release. And it drops the bomb, and it bounces off your window and into your car.
The drive-through person pulls the pin, and then they just hand you the grenade.
They hand you that steaming hot coffee grenade.
Yeah.
For your groin.
Grindhouse Movie Club, everybody.
Grindhouse Movie Club.
That's right.
That's what you're listening to right now.
It's probably great for you.
It's probably good.
If you're working out. Driving far, because these are not short.
No, they're not. If you are if you're driving, I hope you're driving at least the distance from, I don't know, Toronto to Kingston, or
it's gonna be a good reference for like 10 people who know where the distance between those two places.
I hope you're going from Burlington to Oshawa to Barrie. I hope you got 3 stops to make here.
Go. From Paris to Mount Bridges.
When you keep it that local, people aren't gonna know.
No.
when you're going from Lambeth to I don't know, Adelaide, and back several times all day, then yeah, if you're a bus driver who's driving the shittiest fucking route.
Oh man.
Hi, welcome to Grindhouse Movie Club.
I'm sorry for your kids' ears.
Yeah.
On that bus.
Put some headphones in.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything too terrible to say, to be honest.
This time, no, not really.
Unless you make me say it.
This is the thing. Well, I mean, there are races in this movie. There are different races for sure.
And there's no need to point that out. We're just fine with it.
I'm not gonna tell you which ones.
But
they're not all the same.
When you say things like that, it makes it seem like we're not fine with it. So I have to sit here and be like, and it's pretty cool that that is a thing, you know?
It's just an observable fact.
Diversity.
Yeah, tons of it.
Diversity, ladies and gentlemen. Diversity.
Thanks, Andrew, for the intro song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go to grindhousemovie.club.
Go right there.
To be honest, what you're getting there is probably what you're looking at on your podcast app. But then you're on our website, and it's pretty cool.
There's opportunities there.
Yeah.
There's golden opportunities there.
Just solid gold opportunities.
The land of opportunity at grindhousemovie.club.
Yeah, in which you can find other places to listen. because if you weren't happy with where you're listening,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to sell you on going to the website.
I wonder if any of these podcast apps self-inject ads into the dead center of a 3-hour podcast.
They'd better not.
I would be upset. Where's my residuals?
Yeah, they
know?
had better not.
If you're going to interrupt me mid-sentence, algorithmically, where's my residuals?
If this is youtube.com/ads, I didn't authorize that.
No.
So what do we...
We got to make a phone call?
Call the AdSense team and have them...
Tell them to get some AdSense.
Yeah. Or be reprimanded for having none, you know?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. This is the podcast. If this is the first time, if we've talked you into listening to it, and this is the first one you're listening to,
That's sick.
Yeah.
This is like the first time in months and months that it's been very early in the morning. I mean, at least comparatively to when we usually record it.
Oh yeah, no. So there's gonna be this is charming banter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I haven't said a single untoward thing so far.
It's just delightful.
Which is that is not normal. Mm-hmm. Let's just make that clear.
Yeah, normally I cut out several. just quite a few many things that you probably prefer not to hear. Or if you do prefer to hear it,
you can go to the Patreon. So what is it?
Yeah.
$1 US a month, and you can get it unfiltered.
Yeah, $1 US. I'd love that to be Canadian, but
$1 in US currency for additional swears.
Yeah, or sometimes you get to hear me go, I gotta piss, and get up.
Yeah, and then just silence or me muttering. Those are really your options.
Yep.
You might hear a cat shitting.
There was one time a cat shitting.
There's
audibly.
at least one time.
It was pretty
There's
cool.
one notable time.
It was pretty cool. You know, you put 1,000 monkeys in front of a typewriter, and eventually
those gonna have diarrhea.
You're gonna pick it up on the microphone.
Fuck. What movie did we do this week?
Well, to hear that, go to patreon.com/darkroastcult. But the movie we did this week was Afflicted.
It was
Afflicted was the film.
Now, you sent me a picture of your first note, that being that this film is Canadian.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
The first thing is like a credit to like Telefilm Canadien.
Oh, telefilm. Yes. All right.
And then it's like Vancouver in the background.
Now, you could have gone this entire movie without knowing it was Canadian, with the exception of one singular time where the main character literally says a boot.
Well, that and also Derek, every t-shirt he wears is a Canadian flag t-shirt because if people think you're American, they treat you like shit in Europe.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You definitely want to let people know you're Canadian.
And if you go to France, people treat you like shit regardless.
Yeah, and if you don't speak French, it's just you're shit out of luck there.
Yeah.
So you got to go in there going like, "Vous avez mon ami," and then
pray to God that they have a sense of humor.
Speak French so poorly that they're like, I don't even understand what you're saying, man.
They'll treat you more nicely because they think you have Down syndrome.
I don't think they will.
If you were to speak French like you just did
Mon
to somebody,
ami,
yeah.
Je te pourrais.
Where's your carer?
Nah, I've honestly.
Do you need a helmet?
I feel like people in Paris, like if you're listening, you know what? People in French people, I feel like they would see that and be like, this person's alone. We now have a dishwasher.
Oh, a dishwasher.
Put them in the back. We're free labor.
Oh, I see.
We'll feed them.
I wasn't picturing the employment position as much as I was just the appliance.
Oh, yeah, no, they take a dancing room and they make it work.
Clean. Plate.
I don't know why I just assumed that French people would just be like, yeah, we'll take that person.
We'll put them in the back where nobody looks.
That's a pretty broad assumption about a lot of people. And like, I'm just picturing all I know is the movie Taken, and I don't even know if that takes place in Paris. So
I don't remember, but I want to say yes, because they're on like the Champs-Élysées or whatever when he jumps.
Sorry, they're on the Jeu de Paume.
That's right.
Oh, right.
When he jumps off the bridge.
That's
on
right.
A boat. I think that's how it's actually pronounced. Yeah.
All of my French is Jabba the Hutt.
It's P's and T's. That's all French.
I'm fucking parcel tonguing here.
Potato tonguing.
Oh my God, You take the short train to Hogwarts.
The short train.
And you're the house you're in, because like Harry Potter can talk to snakes. He's Parseltongue, so you're
right.
Potato tongue.
Potato tongue.
You converse with potatoes.
Platform 9 and French fries.
This one says potato chips. I don't know why. All right.
Afflicted though.
We did Afflicted. Let's stop shaming people with.
Which, to be quite honest, is a sick movie, with the exception of the first 10 to 20 minutes here.
All of my complaints happen within the first 10 to 20 minutes.
Which are like the going away party from Cloverfield for 30 seconds.
Well,
and then just like a really good representation of every travel vlogger you hate.
Here, I summed it up pretty well in one sentence. This is some YouTube vlog Krat Brothers bullshit.
Krat Brothers, dude.
Where the fuck is the Boombafoo flopping around in here? And before that, it was just the Krat Brothers. I preferred that, to be honest.
What's that rat that smells like popcorn that they have on there?
It's a Boombafoo.
No, that's a lemur, which I think is also a rodent. So fine, but it's an Australian animal. It's called like a binder or something like that. And I only remember because it looks like a raccoon on crack, and it apparently smells like popcorn just naturally.
I don't know. To be honest, I preferred when it was just the Krat Brothers, when they were just Krat Brothering on TVO.
Instead of just beating the shit out of a hand puppet?
Yeah, they're like, hey, the rabbit! And they're like, yes, rabbit.
Putting a hand puppet far too close to predatory animals?
I just picture just like a sweaty guy on the other end of the Boombafoo, and it's just like, there's a smile on the puppet, but the guy's like, oh God, Flo. No. No. Oh God, no.
Too close to the alligator.
Do you have 2 sentences or less to sum this shit up?
What? I mean, the 2 sentences or less I have are the same as the ones that got us to this film, which is never trust the French. These fucking people go all over Europe because he's got a brain aneurysm that's gonna pop at any time. So let's take him skydiving. But like they spend one night in Paris, and he becomes a vampire. That's it. His life is over. It's shitty now.
I started writing one, but I couldn't come up with anything clever. A man's one night stand becomes his, and then I was like, one blood stand. It ran out there. I ran out of steam because then a
man's one night stand becomes an eternity.
Yeah,
essentially what that is.
There you go. There's the bed that. Get out of here. I don't need this.
Get out of here.
Fucking, I don't know. I started writing, and then I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna learn about some rhinoceroses here. Hold up. And then it didn't even go to any good parts of the world.
Oh, the fact that, and like the other reason I say that is because who the fuck goes all the way to Europe, right, to watch a live show where the band is people down the street from you at home. All the stuff that they do in the montage of traveling is like shit that you could do here.
Yeah,
skydiving, like go to Japan and eat a hamburger.
No, go to Italy and snap a pig.
Snap a pig, right? Snap a pig several times.
Twist just pop a pig.
More times than probably it needed to be broken.
This was the
I think you got a good like on the first one.
This was the Krat Brothers I wanted to see. Hey, we're here at night. We're gonna kill a pig.
Pretty natural backstory and explanation for just like what happens in the movie here. Like a down-to-earth regular duo of guys, and one of them's like, hey, I could die at any minute, so let's essentially live out my bucket list. And then also, because of when this movie was made, which is like 2011 to 2013, this is like before live streaming. So the idea of taking online user suggestions is kind of new.
Yeah,
it's refreshing back then. Now it's literally anybody who's streaming ever.
Yeah.
Reading the chat.
My favorite part is that they're just like, we're starting this thing, and absolutely, guys, if you have any suggestions, throw them at us.
Right off the bat, 1,000 people watching already.
Yeah, interesting.
Immediately.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked up on that.
As if you could just start a travel vlog channel and then just bing your fucking shaytards.
Hey guys,
right away.
We're going to Europe. Send us your comments. Fucking 3 weeks later in Europe, one guy's like, did you go to the porno? Did you see the porno? And then the next one's like, hey, great video. Come to my website and see some titties. That's all my YouTube comments are now. Are fucking bots that are like, fucking love the content. Look at my thumbnail. It's boobs.
You can reach me at sex.com. Guess what's there?
If you need to reach me, I will be available from 9 to 7 p.m. at sex.com.
Toll free.
Toll free, 24 hours. 1-800-BONER.
Part of that travel montage at the beginning there, for some reason, the whole idea is, okay, this guy's like a film student, and he shoots everything. That's the whole, okay, let's get around the fact that people keep rolling in a movie when your friend is, like, having a health crisis. Mm-hmm. Cool, I shoot everything. I don't know why they chose to have the clip of the fight scene where the two of them are in nothing but underwear. Nothing but tighty whities. Grown adults.
We keep it rolling.
You could have chose any clip from any short film you made.
Hey.
Half naked.
Hey. Hate the silly, not the goose. I don't know what that means, but I love saying it. No, my favorite part was like, yeah, this is my friend Derek. He is look now.
He's something else.
When you look at Derek, you go, Derek, Asian.
Yes. No, that's right. That's right.
But he's like, see, yeah, me and Derek make all kinds of movies. Cut right to fake kung fu movie.
Yep.
Fake racist kung fu movie.
Well, that's
Poor
fine.
Derek.
Yeah.
Poor Derek. The only Asian guy that this guy knows.
It's not even, as far as I can tell, the right kind of Asian. I'm pretty sure Derek is Chinese.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, I'm not even going to guess what he is, but, like, I'm going to wager that, like, odds are it's...
You know what? I'm going to go Korean. In hindsight, I'm going to say Korean. Because his brother has that traditional chubby Korean face.
Well, look. You're the one that lives with one.
That's true, but he's only half. Which I think Derek is also only half in this movie.
Look, the more specific we get, the more racist this becomes, Jay.
Yeah, well.
Let's just we'll dock it at racisms.
Well, I mean, let's not gloss over the one that you made.
Which one did I make?
Well, the second that you saw Derek, what did you think?
Well, he just looked like the guy from Hot Rod.
He looked like the Asian guy from Hot Rod.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I looked it up, and it was not him, and I went, oh boy. That's bad. That was a bad move on my part.
For the briefest of moments there, all Asian people looked alike to you.
No. Just these two. Just these two. Because like you,
to be fair, like okay, a gaunt, bald Asian man. All right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. See, like I don't know.
That's fine. There are a lot of physical features, regardless of race, that made them look similar. I'll give you that.
Thank you, Jay. And that's coming from a black person, so I'm good. Just to make everybody feel uncomfortable.
I recently had an experience on a job site. Now, this is a thing. Because of your privilege, you'll never know. But it's a weird sort of surreal experience when somebody is overtly racist, but they believe I'll be fine with it because they're not talking about my specific brand of dark. The way that I self-identify. Because, like, okay, I understand. You don't like Middle Eastern people. Here's the problem. That's you saying you don't like a group of people because of their race still, to me.
Yeah.
Like a rose by any other name still smells like shit if it's a shit rose. I'm sorry. I'm not going to co-sign it just because there's not any around right now.
God, white people are the worst. We are a bunch of stinkers, aren't we?
Drywallers, man. No filter on the drywaller.
Well, it's all that dust.
Yeah. All that white dust.
Oh, boy. During this intro shot, there was like a cool shot that we didn't get to see where there was like a GoPro strapped to the back of Derek's head, and there was like a globe, and they were trying to spin it.
Right.
And I can see why they thought that would have looked cool, but I bet it looked dumb as hell. And that's why they didn't include it in the shot.
I like the whole chest rig thing because it makes, because eventually he's fucking Supermaning up around buildings and shit. So it's more fun to watch when you're attached to the person.
I feel like they had to make a point of being like, yeah, he's got all this stuff because you and I sitting there would have been like, where are all these cameras coming from?
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of angles for just one man.
I gotta show my entire fucking catalog of video cameras on the bed of the hotel, just so that you guys know it's gonna be a multiple shot film.
Yeah. Hey, just so you know, we're making a real ass movie.
Mm-hmm.
Clif here
just skirts the line between like traditional found footage and produced movie.
Yeah.
You know? Which is, I'm fine with that because it makes the quality better. This isn't the Blair Witch Project. It's more like Chronicle.
It really is.
You know?
It was a lot like Chronicle, actually.
I want to say better.
Yeah, Chronicle sucked. Chronicle was a garbage movie.
I don't agree.
Chronicle, and what was the other movie that was exactly Chronicle that came out at the same time?
Oh, I have no idea.
There's two movies where kids are superheroes and it goes wrong.
The only one I'm thinking of is Brightburn, but that was like years later.
Yeah, no, it's not that one.
Or like Super 8. But that's a J.J. Abrams about aliens.
That was a great film.
Yeah.
No, I can't remember what it was, but it was.
And that's why I hate Stranger Things, because that movie exists and it's better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
It's the same dynamic. It's all Stephen King's It shit. Group of kids that, you know, the question is whether or not they bang sometimes.
And I mean, the answer is in the book, yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot. Like it's integral to their survival.
Steven!
It's very important that these children have sex. You understand? This is Stephen King in his publisher's office.
Mr. King.
Like I got to that chapter and I think you know which one I'm talking about. And Stephen's like, listen, I don't have a son. This is what I imagine children do when parents aren't around.
Was this not your childhood? Fucking in the sewer? I'm Stephen King, goddammit!
To not be killed by a clown spider? You didn't have that dream?
You, me, and a kid with Down syndrome, we didn't fight an alien in the toilet? That was another great film.
Stephen King's phobic of periods. That's why there's so much blood in the sink.
Oh, God.
I don't know what an AVM is, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He has a jumble of blood vessels that don't like each other.
Yeah, it's a real
eventually
thing.
They're going to fight. Yeah. Just think brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
It can't be operated on, and, you know, one day you're going to knock your head, and that'll be it.
Will it? Will it, Jay?
I mean,
I don't know about that.
It'll be it for your legs and their function, at least.
Yeah. So he's got a brain thing, and I just call it a tangle. A tangle.
Yeah.
A brain tangle.
It's the Pokemon.
And yeah, it basically they show like a little X-ray of his brain, and it looks like the Pokemon.
Yeah. It looks like the vines from Evil Dead.
No, it doesn't. We get a little interview with the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, I'm a doctor." And
I sure am. Look at my coat.
I can't tell you not to do this, but I am a doctor.
Yeah.
So
it's like Morgan Spurlock has supersized me, and he's like, "I'm gonna eat nothing but McDonald's for 30 days," and the doctor's just like, "Well, that's fucking dumb." My professional opinion is that that's fucking dumb of you to do.
Well, I can't tell you not to, but I am a doctor.
Yeah.
So
maybe listen.
Yeah.
Although I'll be honest, if I got the same diagnosis as this guy, I'd probably do the exact same thing.
You
all right, like I could die at any time whatsoever. I might as well have my dick in something.
Well, yeah.
You know?
And are we talking about Super Size Me still, or?
Well, and this.
I feel like as soon as you get on an airplane, that thing is just gonna pop, though? No?
Well, the air is thinner, so it might like actually help the circulation. That's the only time he doesn't have a headache is when he's up.
Nice.
He should just move to Everest.
He should just get on one of those things that don't exist. Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh yeah.
Well, one of those castles in the sky.
Things that don't exist.
Get Miyazaki to
like
draw
a
him
cure
up
to
something.
his disease.
Yeah. Derek's gonna die, so he's doing this. I think they reiterate that a couple times.
They do, yeah. They make a big deal of it.
Derek gives his friend a piece of jade to ward off spirits.
Sure.
And then there's also a little bit where Cliff's like, not Cliff. Oh no, is it Cliff? I don't know. One of them's just like, it's Cliff. What I don't like is travel, heights, and Ebola.
Yeah, the three. Do they even go to Africa?
No, but the second he said Ebola, I'm like, somebody's getting sick. Somebody's getting real sick.
Who goes straight to Ebola of all things?
Yeah, why is that your fear? You're gonna be just fine.
It's a legitimate fear to have.
Yeah, just don't go
where it is.
Yeah. drink Dasani. You won't get Ebola. You don't get Ebola when you drink Dasani.
That's why it's in Africa. They don't have enough water. They don't have enough clean water.
Oh, I assumed it was. Yeah, is it not water? Is it?
I have a book actually about it's it came from infected bat shit because for some reason, okay, people like to walk through caves barefoot, and then they get surprised when they piss and shit blood, and vomit blood and leak blood out of everything.
Well, how about you just don't go in caves?
Yeah.
If anything in there was so good, God would have put it on the surface anyway.
The whole thing is like this guy who is actually from, I think, France. And he goes to Africa on a trip. And he meets a chick and they're like, okay, let's explore this cave. Hey, why is the batshit changing color from white to black like it's not supposed to? That's weird. Oh, well. And then, you know, he hops on a fucking airplane because he has a headache and he makes a mess of the airplane. And everybody on it. Ebola, everyone.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what happened with patient 0. He goes to the fucking African hospital, infects like half a dozen people, and then he tries to go home and he infects more. Like, fuck. You'd think when the bleeding doesn't stop from everywhere, sit down for more than a minute.
Yeah, maybe have the doctor come to you at that point.
Good God.
Because if anything, you're just going to scare the people at the hospital.
And then the other thing about it is that it changes strains every time it infects somebody else. So there's actually no cure for all of it.
So it's like sativa and indica?
Yeah.
It's like a super lemon haze?
One guy's going to be really good at math for an hour, and the other's going to take a nap for longer than that.
Nice.
You know? It's a toss-up.
You know what? Ebola doesn't sound half bad.
Fucking... Yeah. I don't know who Unalaska is. But let's just do a plug for an actual band in our movie.
Well,
for 5 minutes.
Fake band that became real after the movie because...
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, there's just two guys and like, you guys want to be the band in the movie? And I guess people liked it.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds like every indie band to ever exist.
I wrote Picture Modest Mouse without the drums.
Yep.
And then
makes for a great live show. Really rowdy crowd there.
Yeah, definitely. With one guy on the acoustic guitar and another guy on his computer.
Yep.
Yes.
This is good music making.
Yes. Unalaska is a town in Alaska, so that's fun.
Okay.
Yep. I looked up Unalaska.
Is it fucking bizarro world? it's summer all the time there. I'm gonna take a trip to Unalaska. You know, the desert.
I'm trying to think of the opposite, and I can't.
Alaska, apparently, of all states, has the highest rape statistic. Enjoy that information.
So we're in Barcelona.
Yeah, we are.
Day one.
Spain. Good
Day
start.
1, Barcelona. Even though Mom doesn't want us to go.
Ben Margera nowhere to be found.
Nope.
Unbelievable.
No, well, that's because, I don't know, meth.
Right, well, he's got an alcohol monitoring ankle bracelet now. Is the only reason he's got 120 days sober.
But that doesn't monitor the meth.
No, I mean, it might.
How does that even work?
I have no idea. I'm picturing what the diabetics do the finger poke test thing.
That's gotta hurt though.
So like he's got to shove his thumb into the ankle bracelet like once every 6 hours or something. I don't know. That's the only way I could think. There's no way it's like just measuring your pulse and like, oh well, you sound like you're drunk.
Well, maybe it can monitor when you stumble, or like.
I'm noticing a change in gait, Brandon.
A little bit of beer has been spilt, splashed up on the. We caught that. Yeah. There, Barcelona. So yeah, we're here at the Christopher Columbus statue because we're gonna meet Unalaska.
That's the other thing too. Like, fuck these guys for their travel channel. Let's go to all the places that everyone's been to already.
Hey, let's go to Barcelona and then to Paris, but then right back to Italy.
The thing about
let's go.
I mean, that's west to east, so it makes sense.
Well, no, because they go from Barcelona,
which is Spain, which is closer to the west coast.
Oh,
and then
okay.
France.
I was thinking they were,
and then Italy.
I was thinking they were closer together. They went like one. They went, you know, why would you go to Paris and then back? You know,
you think they're doing like a bong bing, back and forth? Because a bing bong and then bing again.
Is this real? Is that something that people say?
No. The problem is that, yeah.
Yes, well, yes, I think they're doing a bing bong.
Okay.
A bing bing.
Named Derek.
Why? Don't fucking trap me in that shit. Don't make me say those things and then say that, so it makes it sound like what I said was bad. You fucker.
Watch right into that shit.
So yeah, we're hanging out with these guys.
Yeah.
And
let's go all the way to fucking wherever they are now so that we can ride a 3-wheeled scooter.
Yes.
I could rent that down the street from my apartment right now.
Yeah, thank God we have these 2 guys so that all 4 of us cannot ride in this scooter for 2 people. Good thing we went and met them right now so that we can get into the scooter and drive away and leave them here.
Yeah. We'll stay under 15 so you could jog beside us.
Thanks, Unalaska. All right, bye.
Fucking Aziz Ansari in that one Parks and Recreation episode. He's just got to run alongside Andy Samberg's golf cart because there's not enough room.
I remember that shit. Yeah, so there's a bunch of unnecessary YouTube edits of gearing up that little car
and that
skydiving.
That noise when you do like a quick wipe from one scene to the next.
Oh yeah, wouldn't be surprised if there was a little fucking airplane visual that went on a map and went.
Oh yeah, with the dot and like the fucking red line.
Yeah,
it totally is in there.
Picture that shit. It all happens and
it does.
Are we in Paris yet? Voiceover of Clif talking about how Derek is having a great time. But the video is of him getting shoved off by a girl's boyfriend after talking to him at a bar.
That does happen.
Cliff's having a great time, and then sorry, I read that.
Getting snubbed.
Great time in Europe.
And you'd think, I mean, if I were to imagine like a cuck region, it would be Europe.
Oh yeah,
they're freewheeling over there when it comes to relationships.
Every hotel has that cuck chair.
Yeah,
in Europe.
Yeah, and it's furnished like it's a comfy sit.
There's a lot of cigarette burns in it, and it's always in the dark corner.
It is
where you can see glasses reflect and a cigarette.
Glasses and nothing else. Yeah. Yes, good.
Oh, give her the baguette. Yes. Give it to her all the way to the crust.
He calls it a croissant if it has a curve to the left.
When it's soft, it's a croissant. And when it's firm, it is a baguette.
It's a full baguette. And you're going to baguette it.
The buttery chocolate croissant.
I understand the need to get laid. All right? I get that that's a desire. However, you're going to bail on your entire friend group while you're traveling abroad so that you can travel in abroad.
Travel to abroad.
And you deserve to get crashed on by all your friends then. That's how that works.
It's day 7, we're in Paris.
Yeah.
And Derek.
Less than a week, he's just trying to pick up you know what? It could honestly be a prostitute.
It might as well have been.
You're at a nightclub.
You literally would have been safer having picked up a prostitute.
That's true.
So Derek's
They might steal your money. They're not going to beat the shit out of you, though.
They're not going to give you a disease that turns you into a vampire.
That's right.
The disease will kill you, but it won't make you murder.
It'll happen much faster. The death.
Your dick's gonna fall right off. So Derek's like he's trying to get laid. He's trying to pick up ladies, and it's not going well for him.
Yeah.
So Clif ruins his life right here. If Clif didn't give him the advice he gives him right at this moment, this movie would have been fine.
What advice is that?
Stop telling him about your travel stories and tell him about your brain aneurysm.
100%.
And that's what he does.
Because you get 2 options like right away there. Or even 3, honestly. Okay, so this isn't that big of a deal if I just open my puss right up because like God knows how long you're going to be alive for anyway. Oh, cool. I get to give you a night of fun while you're on your deathbed, essentially standing up. And oh, that's so sad. How could I not? Those,
Yeah. Except there's a secret
Trump
fourth
card,
option.
man. What's that?
Well, I don't want to spoil it.
No, there is.
Spoil it.
We get secret 4th option in this film.
Yeah, the 4th card is played toward the end of the film.
So there's an episode of House where the oncologist Wilson says most often when I give somebody a terminal diagnosis and then I take it back, they're pissed. Because you've already resolved in your head that you're going to die. Like, okay, I'm on this trip right now because I'm going to die.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the middle of just accepting that. So to reverse it on me is kind of a dick move.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair. You know,
pull the old Uno reverse once I've already confronted my mortality. So now I just get to walk around with ego death for the rest of my life.
Are we sure people aren't just like, more life? Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought I was done.
I was off this fucking mortal coil.
It was great.
Bags packed. I've given away all my things.
Go home to an empty house. Okay, let's start from scratch with a homeless person.
I gotta go get a job again.
Fuck.
You should have seen the stool.
You should... the emphasis of the middle finger as I walked out backwards. That moon walked out of there.
Anyway.
Yep.
So, yeah, here we are at the fucking show, and where's Derek?
Oh, well, he went off to get laid.
He went off to get laid. Well.
He went off to get railed out after talking to somebody for 30 seconds. My brain doesn't work so good.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And she's like, I'm wet. Let's go.
Let's go.
So, like, there's only really 2 times when trying to bust in on your homie when he's also trying to bust in ends positively, like has a good end result. When they're the victim of a vicious assault like this, or if it's a rape. Those are the 2 times where, like, yes, thank you for bursting into the room while I'm ass naked and banging. You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we get the tamer of the 2 in this movie, which is just he's been mangled.
Yeah.
Also, like, what a bitch. Like, the first thing I tell you, the whole reason why she came back to the room in the first place, I have a collection of blood vessels that are very sensitive in my head, so they might just explode. So she bonks him on the noggin.
Yeah, the second they get in the room, she gives him a little. I wrote the word fucking. She bonked him on the head.
Yep,
in all capital letters.
The worst place to bonk him specifically.
And this raises almost no concern to anybody.
Yeah, no, nobody says shit, eh? Clif is the only one that's like, maybe you should go to the hospital and get checked out.
Oh, no.
What is it with the fucking... And, like, later on, his argument is like, I'm worried that if they find something, they won't let me leave.
They have to.
Yes. That's how that works. You can very much be like, thanks for the information, I'm going to go now.
They're going to keep you if you go in there covered in blood, wielding knives, saying you just murdered somebody.
And even then, it's only for like 3 days.
Yeah, and even then, they're only keeping you till the cops come.
Yeah.
But no, we got, nah, I don't want to go to the hospital because I'm afraid.
I'm afraid, and I'm on a trip.
Yeah, oh man.
I want to have fun on the trip.
Heaven forbid my trip be ruined by somebody assaulting me on the noggin where I'm most vulnerable.
Also, like, visiting a doctor? Yeah, that'll put a damper on the whole experience.
Yeah. Don't want that downtime. It's not like you're here where it's hours of waiting. That's probably what he's used to. He's from Canada, so he's like, well,
he's just sick of it. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to sit there for 15 hours for the doctor to go, you got bonked, you're all right.
Merely the fact you didn't fall asleep waiting means you're good.
Yeah. It seems to have healed itself in the hours you've been waiting.
Fucking really good friend here as we just go, all right, well, let's continue traveling. And then the second you fall asleep, I'm going to shove a fry in your nose. The dude's concussed. Let him take a nap.
No! That's
okay.
Literally the thing you're not supposed to do.
There's a difference, okay? If you have just a concussion, then sleep is important and you need to sleep. But if it's actually a traumatic brain injury, then don't go to sleep, for the love of God.
Well, Jay, he was bonked on the noggin and has an existing brain injury.
You're right.
I don't think
You raise a good point.
Cut immediately to him just napping.
Sleeping for like 10 days. Like
he sleeps on the goddamn train.
On the train.
Wake him up.
The second they get to the hotel, he sleeps for like a day and a half. Right, yeah. And so, like, despite what I just said, even if you're sleeping for that long, it's a fucking problem. Mm-hmm. It's a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's that tired and healthy.
You raise good points.
You know?
Yeah, you shouldn't be jet lagged when you're already on your trip. You know that it's not delayed.
Also, like, yeah, vampirism notwithstanding, he can't keep food down. He's projectile vomiting at the restaurant.
Love that.
This is all like TBI. Like, football players get this. Derek's got CTE forever now.
Oh my god. So there's like a bit where they're like, hey, yo, we gotta call an ambulance. We gotta call an ambulance. Look at Cliff. We gotta call, or not Cliff. I keep calling him Cliff.
It's
Derek.
fine.
Look at Derek.
Yeah.
We gotta get him an ambulance. They don't call an ambulance, but they still manage to get those like little tiny pieces of white Band-Aid. Those little itty bitty.
You can just get those.
Where the fuck do you get those?
Rexall.
And
They totally sell them.
And what do they call down to the front? Hi, we need 4 itty bitty little Band-Aids.
Just 4 of them.
We're gonna put our friend's eyebrow back on.
That's the whole, it's the adhesive to keep something that requires stitches closed while you wait to get stitches.
Yeah.
That doesn't fix the problem. You need yarn for that.
I've only ever seen like doctors administer those itty bitty little Band-Aids. So where the fuck did you get those? Is that just a European thing?
Really fucking Robin Williams in Aladdin, itty bitty living space.
Anyway, day 8, and we're leaving the band behind because fuck them.
Fuck them, yeah.
Fuck Unalaska.
Yeah.
They're suck.
They're going to Moldova next. The CIA black site. We don't want to follow them that way.
Is that literally what?
No, I don't know. You're in Europe. You might as well.
Yeah, you
might as well visit the eastern part that sucks.
You might as well go to Chernobyl.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Why the fuck else? What do we have? Like 3 Mile Island? Great.
3 Smile Island is what they call it.
Because you have 3 of them from the radiation?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
We got a little montage of Derek struggling with his wellness to upbeat music.
Like it's obvious,
travel.
It's obvious to anybody who knows anything about vampires that he's already dealing with it. Like the second he punched the hole in the wall, I was like, okay, super strength. Okay, just say you're a vampire. Who else can do that? Arnold Schwarzenegger and you, and that's it.
The Hulk.
The Hulk. Fine.
Bruce Banner when he gets grumpy.
Isn't that just cancer? Doesn't he just have cancer?
No, it's gamma radiation.
Oh, so cancer.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. None of the Fantastic Four have cancer. They just have a myriad of other problems. Yeah. One guy's rocks and he just can't not be rocks, so that's kind of bad too.
I'd be pissed. I get it. I'd be grumpy.
Yeah. Imagine being rocks. Imagine looking like a dry piece of shit.
Are you pissing and shitting rocks?
You kind of have to.
Because that sucks.
Like
just perpetual kidney stones.
You got a hard rock cock the whole day?
All day. Tuck me up into your waistband and try not to pee up your shirt.
You put on a fucking pair of pants and like, what the fuck, man? And you can't say it's the way the jeans are. You just can't.
It's the pleats.
It's not the pleats. It's your fucking rock dick, and we know it is. It was the pleats with the last pair of pants. It was the pleats with the gym shorts.
None of your pants have pleats. Stop saying that.
I'm not entirely sure you know what pleats are, because they're not your cock. Now get that thing out of here. The thing.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Yeah, so we get to, I don't know, this is the weirdest Airbnb I've ever stayed at, or ever heard of people staying at, where you just kind of like go there and then live for just a mysterious period of time.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
There's a bed.
You just kind of keep renewing your stay.
There's a bed with that classic frame that looks like it's out of a fucking mental institution. It's just steel bars you're faced with.
Yep.
Great.
We got Derek collapses on that and sleeps for 2 days straight.
Yeah.
Well, that's not concerning. What with the
Not
head injury at all?
With the brand new head injury.
Yeah. That's all right, though. We let him sleep because we're a good friend.
So this whole time, at the beginning, Cliff talks to Derek's brother over Skype, I assume. And because that's back when people still used that.
Mm-hmm.
And his brother's very much like, don't do this. I really don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
For my flesh and blood. And Cliff's like, well, we're doing it anyway. Then less than 10 days later, hey, man, you were right. This was a bad idea.
Ooh, you know how you said.
This was a bad idea almost immediately.
Well, you'll never believe the odds.
Man, and I should have trusted you because clearly your math grades were amazing.
I'm going to fucking throw a rock at you in a second.
So then Cliff decides, all these things happening. Fucking dude can't eat anything.
Oh my God! Can we talk about the throw up?
It's amazing. He throws up more than he has eaten in the past week.
They wake Derek up on day 10, and they're like,
we're going to a restaurant.
We're going to this great Italian restaurant.
It's over the
water.
We got beautiful scenic views.
Yeah,
it's Italy, so naturally we need to get spaghetti. I guess.
Of course, spaghetti and clams. Clams sticking right up out of your spaghetti like that.
Shells intact.
Yep. No wonder
Take them out.
Threw up.
Take them out of the shells, please.
How about put them back in the water? Why did you take these out? They're gross.
Dude, why the fuck is it that bottom feeder crustaceans are like the delicacies everywhere else?
Oh,
Lobsters,
God.
crabs, mussels, barnacles, probably.
What was
sea urchin?
So
ew, dude.
Lobsters, it's because getting lobster to the middle of America was very hard to do.
Okay.
Whereas on the outside of America is like, oh, you just lobster all day, lobster all night.
Right.
So it has something to do with like it being very hard to get like inland.
Sure.
So it becomes a very like, ooh la la, lobster.
Okay.
You got the lobster that isn't rotten from traveling on Stagecoach. I'll take that.
On Stagecoach. I'll take the lobster that was delivered by wagon, like the Oregon Trail. That's gonna give me dysentery.
You've got the lobster that survived the Donner Party. I'll have that, please. Yes, the lobster that actually finished off the family. The most succulent lobster. What was that lobster doing there? Why didn't they eat it?
The most succulent lobster.
The one that's already dead and rotting. I'll have.
It was perfect.
The lobster, please.
Yeah, clam spaghetti just gets all over the poor waitress's shoes and the floor.
Well, not only that, like, so Cliff's trying to make his like is it antipasta? I don't know what he's got. He's
sure.
Green pasta noodles.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just like he's trying to make it look like a good Instagram photo. And
There's
then
pesto involved, yeah.
And
then just
oh my!
Oh, thanks, Derek.
Derek's just not looking so hot, and
you couldn't have turned away. It is like your body's getting rid of tapeworms all over the table and floor.
Fucking disrespectful.
I'm not enjoying this, so neither should you.
Wow, that looks great. Look a little better with some red in it. Bah! Bah!
There's your color.
Fucking falls to the floor, throws up all over the floor, gets up, slips right back down in it. That was my favorite part because they're like, I'm so sorry. I'm covered in it like Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Fucking whoops.
Three stooging his way around the vomit pile. Puddle, I guess.
Might as well have dragged him through it on your way out.
Amazing. And that's not enough either.
Oh,
nah.
God.
But Cliff, I love it. Goes to the the TikTok version of WebMD. All right, he's not listening to me, my friend since his friend since childhood. So I'll ask a bunch of internet strangers for help. He'll listen to you guys. How good is your friendship, man? Derek's gonna see this Reddit thread and be like, "Well, the comments are really on your side." I guess I'm convinced.
Wow, Boner Killer 842 really he brings up some good points, as does this really racist username that I cannot read.
PM me your tits 33 and a half.
Wet cogs save docks. He's a fisherman.
Hard R69.
Oh! Man, Reddit's not a great place. I don't think you should be going to Reddit anymore.
But that just serves to piss him off so bad that he causes damage to the place that they're lodging in.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be paying for that
with no issue. It's just fine.
He just punches a hole clean through the wall as if it was paper.
My first thought is like, okay, but that's our deposit gone.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have hit something outside?
Hey man, this is my Airbnb account.
You
fuck.
I'm gonna get 1 star as a user.
Oh man. There's a lot of like things that happen in this movie, and they happen like just like that to scare the hell out of you. That was one of them.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Little pieces of fake brick fly at you.
What I really like is so they set it up at the beginning to maybe have like do the shitty thing and have it be produced the whole time, like Diary of the Dead.
Yeah.
But jump scares are just natural. Like there's no music sting.
Yeah.
He fucking turns the camera and dude's smelling his blood and there's no like you just there's a fucking face right here in mine now. That's good enough.
Yeah.
You did it right.
Even like the throw up thing was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like it's
Rad.
It made me feel icky.
This is how to do your jump scare sound design.
Yeah.
Just let it happen and film it good.
You may have started this podcast thing and here comes another one of these movies. Oh, they're going to hate this one. I can't wait.
The opposite.
Wow, Canada actually did something worth watching this time.
Surprise, competency.
Pause the red-green show. I've got something else for you.
Pause the red-green show. It's 30 seconds of a part of our heritage later. Fucking hinterland who's who.
It's an owl. It's always the fucking doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. It's always an owl or like a grouse. Here comes Tales from the Riverbank. Hamsters with British accents in the woods. I was just reminded of that recently because it's fucking adorable in hindsight. It's just footage of feeding hamsters in a small house. Voiced over with a singular old British man doing every voice.
I don't think I ever watched that.
So good, man.
Oh, that's
like a bunch of rodents that wouldn't exist, be friends ever in the wild. We'll just put them together on a stage.
And they didn't eat each other?
No, they didn't at all because their mouths were full of seed. They're constantly chewing.
To make it look like they're talking.
Yup. They're giving a dog peanut butter.
Oh my god. What channel was this on?
Oh, fuck. It would be the same as like Hinterland. Probably YTV or TVO. Probably TVO.
TVO didn't have commercials, so I don't think they'd have the Hinterland. It could have been like Channel 3. Channel 3 had kids shows sometimes.
Probably.
Global.
Probably that. I think TVO was like Channel 2, right?
Yeah, I'm saying this like we're going to have the same fucking channels.
God. Oh, okay, but we kind of did.
Sort of.
You know?
For some reason.
Like Bunny Ear Time, like all those would be roughly the same. Like they're by region, but we live nearby, so...
I mean, you didn't get CHCH in Hamilton, and that was Channel 10, which also sometimes was the TV Guide channel.
Before satellite, I got like 5 channels because I lived in the country, and it's like you get Alf and The Price is Right, and that better be enough.
Yeah,
to be quite honest, for 8-year-old me, fine.
It sounds like
great.
At my dad's house, was it Sunday? Well, Gilligan's Island is on for 7 hours. It's that, or
fucking Dharma and Greg.
I wish.
The Young and the Restless and Seventh Heaven.
Big Loud Church. Or
like literally just filmed gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And in the biggest, loudest church. And they're like, wah, wah, Jesus be with you.
And if you thought that was dry, jurisprudence. Just legislation. Just stuffy businessmen passing bills that don't matter. Widening a handicap space in front of a Rexall. That's it.
I remember it.
My fucking grandfather loved that shit.
That was like channel 68.
Yeah, it was up there.
You had to go past the French bullshit, past the W, the network.
The channels that were just radio stations.
Yeah, you had to fucking, and like it's just a shot of an old man sitting at a bench with a cabinet of men, and it's just like, and then there will be a
Article 2.6.
Yeah, Article 2.B.
5.8 determines the exact width of medians in between, especially adjacent to courthouses.
Hereby foresaw the budget meeting, quarterly numbers, the minutes for this cabinet's. I'm just saying. Yeah. The fact that somebody put a camera to that for any reason is beyond me.
Oh my god.
That could have been nothing at all.
Like
that could have been a piece of paper that you get in the mail and you'd be like, oh great.
For the express purpose of like discouraging people from getting into politics because holy fuck, I hope you brought 8 waters. This is the driest material ever.
Well, now it's different because, people our age are like making it cool. They're doing TikTok dances.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want when we're talking about like fucking suppressing trans rights. Is a little Fortnite dance in the courthouse. Be sure to floss up to the bench.
We're taking money from healthcare.
You're making it palatable.
Clap.
Fuck. So afflicted, everybody.
Yeah, fuck what the doctor says. How about we talk to the man who probably owns this wall we just punched a hole in?
Yeah.
Hey, man. You want to take us up to your grapes?
Yeah, well, I want to see your vineyard.
Yeah, we'll just go up the mountain on this.
The ricketiest, thinnest road.
No! It's a roller coaster motorbike. What the fuck is this? They're going up a mountain on a roller.
Is it tracks? Is it on tracks?
Yeah, it's on tracks, and it's just like
a love it.
And they're just like going up a little roller coaster thing.
Italian vineyard owners can't be trusted to be sober enough to not drive over the cliff that's right there.
It's
we need tracks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spill this tourist.
Oh God, you can't drink a fucking. What's that?
What else are you doing? He's
that?
got like 5 farm animals and then just acres and acres of alcohol. How are you not consuming that 24 hours a day?
What's that bottle? That's it's like a big wide bottle on the bottom, and it's got like
It's a canter?
No, maybe, but like wine comes in it, and it's usually got like a papery decoration up the side. There's like several in this building they go to.
A coffer?
Maybe. Anyway, you can't be either way. You just can't be drinking those.
A carafe?
Nah, that's like coffee. I don't know, but it's like a great big jug. It's not It's not a jug, but it's jug-like.
Yeah.
And wine always comes in it.
It does. From Italy especially.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my breakfast.
Yeah. Either way, you can't be drinking those and then be trusted to drive a real motorbike.
Yeah, at all. 2 wheels?
You're lucky this has a go and stop. There should be somebody really who's pulling a lever safely at the bottom of the hill.
This thing needs a train conductor.
And you just got the fucking vineyard owner just half tank like, I'm driving. We're going where I want us to go. It's just this way.
And he's probably wasted because he doesn't bat a fucking eye at the fact that the guy gets sunburnt in 30 seconds.
Yeah, it doesn't.
3rd-degree sunburns just because I'm outside.
Yeah, that doesn't stop him at all. So we get to the top of this hill, and this is my pig. Look at my pig.
Yeah, I'm sure this won't come back later.
This little pig, I gave him a name, and he has a life up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how Italian people talk.
You're almost French still.
Yeah, I'm very French. I don't know how Italian people talk.
Bobbity boopy?
Bobbity boop. I say my pig. Look at the piglet. I caught him a Renardo.
That's the Rosetta Stone. It's just bobbity boopy. You get right into it.
I'm gonna make it a wine, and then I gotta go paint it the ceiling.
Yeah.
My brother is a plumber.
Exactly. Suspicious absence of pipes.
Just
given how Italy we're in.
The more Italian you become, the more just aggressive you scream.
Yeah, with your hand. Yeah. It's the opposite of urgent in Italy. Everything is slow as fuck. But that's what you want because it's tranquil and relaxing, you know?
Well, it's because you're half a tankard on the wine.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I just when I do an Italian accent in my head, I say Karen Filippelli.
Yeah,
and
sure.
then
Abbondanza.
And then I just keep talking.
Yeah, that works. Apparently, it works well.
You just keep saying Karen Filippelli. There you go.
Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, here we are.
Rashida Jones, by the way, is racist. That's her Italian accent.
She's not
right
Italian.
On television.
She's not Italian in any way.
Nope.
As far as I know.
Jones is not an Italian last name.
Is her father?
It's not Jonesalini.
Is her father not Quincy Jones?
I have no idea because I don't know who that is. Is Quincy Jones motherfucker from like Predator?
Maybe I'm thinking. It's a musician. He's a musician, and his last name is Jones.
Sure.
And you know him from music. When you say his name, you go, "Oh yeah, music."
All right.
Like I like R&B, I think, or something like that.
Idea.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we're at the top, and we're like trying to interview this guy about his pig, but Derek won't shut the fuck up.
He's got a problem.
Oh my God, Derek, we got to go back down. Really? What's so urgent?
Well, I'm literally sizzling as we speak here.
I smell bacon.
Turn me over, or else it's gonna be over hard.
I don't know what like taking that slow motorbike down the hill was gonna do for you, Derek.
Yeah, you might as well run.
Yeah, you might as well just jump.
Also, like, what on the way up? Nothing. Like you're not experiencing pain?
Yeah.
He says nothing until it's really, really a problem.
I'm guessing like symptoms are developing. The whole time he is like rubbing the back of his neck and applying sunscreen.
Is that okay?
There's a shot of him when they like, oh, the pig, and the camera kind of goes over to him going off and like rubbing the shit out of his neck and putting sunscreen on, I think. But yeah, he comes back and pardon me, my skin's gonna peel right in front of you and boil.
It is.
Right here.
Like fucking the Evil Dead when the chick turns the shower on
Oh
herself.
my God.
So naturally what you do for a full thickness burn like that, you know it's full thickness because the skin actually does start to bubble and explode.
Oh my God, it does that thing where it snaps like bacon.
So just go ahead and bury your face in the dirty barn water.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be good.
What do you need, Derek? Water?
I'll pick up the water that the pig just drank and pissed and shit in.
Here's a pail I found that already had water in it. So
outside.
You know it's not clean.
Let me just pick the wheat and flies out for you.
Yeah, let me get the mosquito larvae out of this. Yeah, make sure this isn't gasoline or something else that's clear.
Keep your eyes open when you submerge your whole head in this.
Yeah.
But that's fine. And then, just, again, I mean, Derek's made it pretty clear that he's not going to the hospital, so probably stop barking up that tree.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, I'm just getting frustrated.
Honestly,
Okay. Yeah. That's the P. Diddy song. Genuine Pony.
He didn't want to go when he was bludgeoned over the head. Like, I would have given up there. I'm like, man, you tell me when you're ready to go to the hospital.
Yeah, okay. This is your rodeo now. Yeah.
Yeah, this is on you. I've told you what you need to know.
Your flesh is peeling off and we're still not going. My hands are tied. Might as well film it.
We can't go down to the store without crackling like bacon? Jesus Christ, Derek. You're kind of an inconvenience. So yeah, we fucking Derek dunks his head in the water, and then this is where he punches the hole in the wall because I wrote Derek proves that his middle name is Kyle.
Amazing, good. I like that this movie just really screams through the trying to figure out what's happening part. It's my least favorite part of shit like this.
Yeah.
Let's spend 20 to 30 minutes of the movie fumbling around with like books and research. Nah.
What's happening to me?
No, we're not going to do that here. I'm going to punch a rock in half by the coast, and then we're just going to go, yup, it's vampire. Yup, it sure is vampire. Look at the way that my eye dilates like I'm on mushrooms the second I close it.
You know,
it's vampire.
I'll give him this. The dude's skin sizzles when he hits sunlight. What else?
Yep.
What
you're
else?
Really good at seeing in the dark, and you can run faster than I can drive in this little scooter. All right, cool.
Yeah, there's like a. So then we get like the Chronicle-esque like let's see what you can really do, Derek.
Exhibition of power. Except in Chronicle, it sucks because they're like it's like a muscle, so you got to work it out, which just lets you pad it out for as long as you want, really.
Yeah.
Like shitty powers that are kind of boring to watch, like being able to throw a baseball with not my hand, and then 30 minutes later I'm crushing a car. Okay, we're just gonna skip right to the 30 minutes later part. I'm down.
Yeah. Well, he slept for 2 days. He's developed those muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, Derek, you can do that. Oh, you're crushing the. Look, I don't know what that wall is made. It looks like plaster, but
it does.
We'll say it's rock.
So like in the old animations where you could tell what's going to be touched because it's drawn much more clearly than the background.
Yeah.
I was paying attention kinda to the amount of hole that he punched in the wall, and it does look darker in that specific spot.
Yeah, I don't know what it was supposed to be, but obviously it's very impressive that he can crush it with his bare hands.
In reality, it's a black sponge painted white.
Cut right to, all right, next step. We're just gonna
test your body until it fails.
We're gonna judo chop this fucking this historic coastal rock. Been here for millennia in thousands of photos, calendars.
Yeah.
Nah, disrespect that rock.
Alter the landscape permanently for my entertainment. Yeah, like fucking Keanu Reeves in the Matrix.
He just fucking unplugged and learned kung fu.
Yeah, which is again racist. You're gonna crouching tiger, hidden dragon the rock open.
Yeah, I mean, how else are you gonna do it?
Where's Michelle Yeoh?
I don't know any of that.
She was in that. She's also in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Isn't she like flying around and dancing on like
bamboo sticks?
Yeah.
She goddamn very well better be, for my money.
So it better be an actual skill she has. If you do it in the movie, you better do it in real life.
Yep. Otherwise, I don't like your movie.
So yeah, If we run a little faster than a scooter can go. I mean,
What's he doing, like 40K or something like that?
I think he does 60.
60? Okay. I think that's cheetahs.
When you hear the motor, it's not that impressive.
No, also if you pay... It's sad. It's a Faggio. And we're in Italy, so it's probably called that.
Faggio is probably the way to pronounce that word.
If you say so. If you unfortunately pay too close attention, you can tell that his footfalls aren't matching his arm swings. Like the clip clop of his feet is way too fast, because obviously he's running fast. So they tried to, but he's still just swinging his arms like a regular person running.
So are you saying green screen, or are you saying?
I'm saying Foley editing doesn't match what I'm watching on the screen.
All right.
Unfortunately,
that's fine.
It was for the, because I mean everybody gets one, right?
I really enjoy after this where Cliff's like, hey, you ran really fast. Does you think this has anything to do with your brain aneurysm? Unlocking superpowers or something? Is that what this is?
I feel like if that were even remotely a possibility, the doctor is like, okay, one of two things is going to happen.
Yeah.
Either you're going to die tomorrow or you'll become Superman.
Yeah, now I don't go wild about this, but don't go jumping off buildings.
Yet.
Yeah.
Work your way up to the buildings, all right? First, deal with your eye that hurts and the goo, dude.
Oh, yeah, his contact lens is like, oh, my contact.
All he's doing is taking out a contact, and you might as well have just reached into your head, crushed your eyeball, and then pulled out the insides of it. Ew.
He pulls out his entire eyeball.
Ew.
He pulls out both of his eyes, and then...
you can have. I think it's like he like rips off his cornea as well as the contact, because like when they're holding him in the hand, it doesn't look like a whole eye. You know what I mean?
No, it looked like, but like something. He opens this thing and something grows back. So I figured it was like.
I thought that was just his pupil shrinking, because he's like when like Cliff shines the camera light on it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he does the thing like cats do.
I don't know.
And then later on in the mirror, it happens again.
I did see that, like, because he covers his eye and it's like an entire black eye. But I thought that it was like a baby's tooth where he pulls out.
Oh, maybe
like that, and then because it looks like he opens his eye and it kind of like grows together and forms a new eye.
Yeah, I was busy suppressing my gag reflex at all of the slime that's apparently in an eye.
Oh boy! Well, what do you think? You think
Holy
it's just
shit!
You think it's a marble in there? It's a little bag of.
I wish it was a marble.
I mean, I imagine it's probably a little bag of slime. I don't know how eyes work.
Not to mention, fuck contacts. I'll never have them.
Yeah, don't.
I'll wear Coke bottle ass glasses before I wear contacts.
I put contact lenses in once. I'll never do it again.
Holy shit!
It's not fun.
I have a story about a guy I know who had it. He fell asleep with them in, and one of them migrated to the back, and he had to dig in his own eye and pull it out.
Nice.
Fuck that.
I saw a video where a lady just didn't take them out and kept putting them in.
Oh, that's good.
And she had
good to do that.
About 20 up in there.
That's too many.
And they were green.
She have fucking dementia?
No. She's dumb. That's the worst part.
She's just dumb.
Oh, boy. Yep. So eyeballs right out the goddamn head. And then
here I wrote, if an AVM makes me a superhero and then I die in a month, give me that. I'm fine with that.
All right. I'll remember that.
I welcome it, in fact.
For when they're like, hey, did he want an AVM to be a superhero? I'll be like, yes.
He sure did.
Tangle those brains up and make him fucking Batman.
Let's also talk about the fact that now, because his body self-heals, he no longer has that. He doesn't have one anymore.
Yeah, see, I was thinking that, or when he cleans out the back of his head.
Yes, he does.
He at least solves it then.
With the most effective broom on the planet. That's better than a Swiffer with a ShamWow on it.
It's a Swiffer wet jet. It's a double barrel Swiffer wet jet.
Fuck.
So, yeah, fucking, yeah, we don't need eyes.
Fuck.
We don't.
No, we don't.
He's just got these fucking milky paintballs, is what I wrote.
So after, a whole showcase, like, exhibition of power. Okay, watch this. I'm going to jump across the street from the top of a building. Ow, my tummy. Okay.
Oh, yeah, if I make this jump, it proves everything's fine.
Yeah.
Watch me leap 1,000 feet.
It's the whole thing is Derek trying to convince Cliff that he's okay by doing things that are humanly impossible.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Which is like, you're not making a good argument. I mean, I understand that it's cool and rad, but also it's probably an issue.
Yeah.
Because no person on Earth can do this.
Look how fucking okay I am while I rip my eyeballs out of their sockets.
I come over and go, Matt, watch this, and I bend my elbow back and touch my own shoulder, and I go, that's cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Everything's fine the way this doesn't work properly no more. It's different. It just works differently.
I can fucking, like, my head's backwards like The Exorcist. No, I could just see behind me.
I'm built different.
Yeah, I'm like an owl.
Oh, my God. I think, and then Cliff's like, I'm worried if we don't get him somewhere, this is going to be bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be.
Sure is.
Boy, oh boy, you sure don't try very hard to do anything about this.
No, he's whispering in the ear of something much louder the whole time. And, okay, well, I'll just keep filming, I guess. That'll be the ultimate threat. It's like, okay, well, I just won't shoot it. Okay, fine, we'll go to the hospital for a checkup. And then now, I don't know. It's weird. There's two instances in this movie where it's like vampire hunters exist, but they call no attention to it. Because they're on the way to the hospital after Derek's tum-tum hurts from his big jump. And they just get accosted by two guys.
Dude.
Two guys just pull up. And so Cliff gets pushed against the wall.
Yes.
And then, so like, are they just Italian muggers? Or have they been watching what Derek can do and go, oh, we got to put a stake in that?
That's interesting. See, I thought they were crossing the street and just like were like, car accident.
They're walking down the center of it, but yeah,
like they like swerve unnecessarily.
But it turned into a double fist fight.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't. If they were vampire hunters, you would think that they would
have a crossbow.
They would have an idea of what they're coming up against instead of just getting their asses kicked
immediately with no effort whatsoever. I'm gonna dent the car inward with you.
Yeah,
cool, man.
Yeah, you saw what I just did to him? Oh, you're going to come at me? Well,
look again.
Let me shove you just a little across the way.
And then that's, so like a pretty organic way to find out that the only thing that he can eat, because this whole time he's been trying to eat food and he can't keep anything down ever, is blood. Is to have some on his hand and then lick it and be like, oh, this is actually, I'm like, this is kind of tasty, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Refreshing.
That is how they figure it out.
It's like falling back into the Lipton fucking brisk iced tea pool, taking the Nestea plunge.
I saw him lick his hand and then
just in case you didn't pay attention to the movie you're watching.
Yeah, if you weren't
cut
looking,
right to everybody asking if he licked his hand.
By the way, is anybody editing this footage?
It must be.
Because why is half the stuff you're uploading, like, why is this making the internet? It's not good footage.
Yeah. So there's no way that he watched it back because it wouldn't have been a surprise.
Yeah.
Because he would have watched it.
Exactly.
The whole reason why it's like this weird revelation is because Cliff is checking on a dead man at the time. And like he just puts the camera down.
Yeah.
So it's in the background, blurry. But yeah, if he had, so we're just raw dogging the internet with this fucking travel footage.
Oh yeah.
90% of it is us sitting in the room looking at an itinerary.
Just like not even looking at clips, just dragging them in between transitions.
In Windows Movie Maker.
Exactly.
In Pinnacle, the free version.
Oh. We'll just crop the watermark out. Fucking yeah. So yeah, there's like 100 comments like, wow, did Derek just lick his hand?
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, wow, weird.
And then it and so he fucking Cliff wakes him up to be like, I just want to be sure, like, you just cannibalized a man, right? And he just goes, I guess. Yeah. Like, that's the conversation. That's the whole conversation.
Well, the spaghetti was no good.
You keep taking me to these shit restaurants, man. I gotta eat somewhere.
Yeah. Oh my God. So, this is the part right here, Jay.
But this, yeah, like
this is the part
we don't bother with the whole like calling up fucking Vincent D'Onofrio on who's like an expert in mythology and ghosts.
No,
it's like it's a bagul for sure.
I literally wrote, "We're on the WebMD for goblins and ghouls."
Yes, we are. And it doesn't even matter because we've come to the conclusion.
And yeah, they have a Twilight moment.
Yeah, they do.
Where they're like, If it is what it is, what we think it is,
you're not gonna say that we're gonna tiptoe around the word like
say it, Bella.
Like a racist white guy in a mall.
No. We're saying vampire. That's what we're saying. Say it, Derek.
Just fucking say it.
Say it.
I dare you.
Say it, Clifford. This is the skin. This is the skin of a killer, Clifford.
The big red dog?
Yeah. What else is Cliff short for? Clifforino?
Clifton.
That's not a real name.
It
That's
is,
a place.
I think
a mall. It's a mall and a place.
I mean, it is. Clifton Falls.
If your name is Clifton, send us an email, and you're gonna get a really rude fucking response. I'll be waiting. The ball's in your court.
I'll be waiting. Bated breath.
Grindhousemovie.club. Fuck you, Clifton.
Grindhousemovieclub@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's the email.
I mean,
I'm just cussing. Fucking, hey. We went on Wikipedia and we looked up vampire and we got all of the, all of the lore here.
Perfect. So I'm gonna run down all the things that you haven't done at all, and what am I proving? How about you look up the article that says like super strength and the leap tall buildings in a single bound and faster than a speeding bullet, Clark fucking Kent.
Yeah, because you'd think Superman would show up first.
You did the 3 things that Superman does the most of so much that it's in the song. So we're gonna call up the fucking old ass Bram Stoker lore where you turn into mist and bats.
Yeah.
Can you just mist for me real quick?
Yeah. Just focus really hard on being mist.
Think really hard about being a fine paste.
Derek, do you get the urge to vaporize and reappear into a woman's room at night and do her in? Have you done any women in lately by sucking their blood?
I can't help but notice your teeth are still the same shape.
Yeah. By the way, okay, when it comes to vampires, are their teeth straws or are they daggers to like just get the blood going? Because I've always been like,
you're thinking, are they hollow and they like suck it out that way?
They're like little proboscises. little rock hard proboscises.
There's like a mosquito probing around in there.
A mosquito on Viagra.
I think it's just. I mean, you look at his arm. It's not 2 fine points. It's a fucking hole. Well, it's a crater in his arm.
Well, yeah. No, that's the thing though. Like, the teeth put the hole in there, but then is he still like through the little teeth, like a little syringe,
like a sippy cup?
Yeah. Did he just jab those in there and just like
that would?
I feel like, is he like like with his tongue?
I feel like that would suck because you want a mouthful of it, right?
Yeah.
Like it'd be like siphoning gas through a straw. I need a full tank.
That's true.
So I would rather just open it up and just fucking.
Yeah, you want to guzzle.
Gorge myself, yeah.
How do you, I don't know. There's not enough to be like, oh, there's a lot of blood here. Let me wipe this off my face, you know? For me to be like, he's just opening people up and dipping his head in.
It's not a fine dining restaurant. It's more like a trough at a buffet.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I would prefer, anyway.
That's what it seems like it might be, but I always thought that vampires had little straw teeth.
I mean, the way he treats that pig.
Little proboscis guy.
He's not worried about decorum.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
So we try some old ass blood from a butcher, and that's no good.
No.
We try sausage blood. We just go to so we tried the blood from the butcher. Let's try the blood from the other butcher.
That's not what they do, Jay. You might have not been paying attention because that's what I thought they were doing.
He said we got some sausages, and no, I understand. Like they're trying to lure an unfortunately poor cat.
Yeah,
or dog, and my issue is this. You immediately go for the 2 cutest animals on the fucking earth right away? Yeah, for my travel vlog, I'm going to eat the animals everyone loves.
I don't think this is for the travel vlog anymore. I think we're just making sure that we capture what fucking weird shit's about to go down.
Listen to me, Cliff. I've got the fucking tum-rums. I don't care about your travel vlog right now.
Yeah, I've got the tum-rums, Cliff. Why don't you run down to that all-night deli butcher? You know, The butcher that's going to be open at 4 a.m.
Like a Shoppers Drug Mart.
The one that doesn't ask
12 to
questions when
12.
you just want blood in a jar. Yeah, go down to that guy.
Also, where'd he get the jar? They jarred it for him, like a cannery.
It's not even like a full, it's a little bit of blood, too.
It's a good amount.
It's like he just had
pint.
a ladle and went, there you go.
All right. I mean, I was going to throw it out anyway.
So, yeah, the blood makes him throw up. So, we go back to that all-night butcher, that late night, we get sausage. And I'm like sitting here like, okay, blood sausage. I get it. Mm-hmm. Probably a different kind of blood.
Yeah, cut right to two cat and a dog having a hard time with each other.
Yeah, as they start walking, they're like, yeah, it's fucking rough. All these dogs belong to people, These are all parts of their family. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
How rough is this movie really going to get?
Yeah, I thought they were going to do it, and then I was like, okay, it's just blood sausage. No, they are going to do it, and then eventually it's like, well, fine.
I think probably they had to cover, like they're in the writer's room, like, okay, so what animal can we have as the tryout before we realize that it's human only? Well, what comes to mind first is cat and dog, and then somebody in the back's like, everybody will shut this right off.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
they
do
will.
That.
You're
going to lose 80%. There's literally a documentary about a guy that murders with an ice pick, and the title is Don't Fuck with Cats. All right? I don't think you understand how ravenous the internet is about this.
Oh, my God. Not only that, like, there's a moment where they're like, there's a dog outside, big dog, and they're looking at it. Not that one.
Not that one.
And they take, 2 steps forward, and they see a little Pomeranian in somebody's house, and they're like, that's the one. That's the one.
Just crawl in the window. Like, there's a farm 2 blocks away with cows, probably. Just do that.
Okay.
No, and then also, that's my next question is like, okay, we could go anywhere in the world. Let's go to the place where I know the owner of this pig loves the pig. Like, why wouldn't you just go to a fucking slaughterhouse where they don't care?
They're going to the one place where they know there is a pig.
Yeah, I understand, but like you go back to that butcher and be like, okay, you got any livestock? And then he'll be like, I mean, yeah.
It's 4 a.m. Come with me.
Of course I do.
Where do you think? Of course. You think I'm just making this meat? I'm back here killing these things myself with my bare hands. With a baseball bat.
A baseball, not even a butcher's knife or anything. I take pride in my work. I'm pulverizing early. You want to get at it before the meat spoils.
My grandfather started this in World War II. Fuck!
I'm from Texas.
So...
Because Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got
it. This pig, dude, if it had any bones to begin with, it doesn't by the end of this scene.
There's one thing I know about this pig.
Yeah.
Is that it does not want to die.
Most pigs don't.
It's pretty cool with being alive.
Yeah.
So we get this like shot where they're like sneaking through a fence, and it's like, oh man, better sneak through this fence. Get that spotlight on me. We're sneaking
in the dead of night. Be sure to have the brightest camera light on.
In the dead of night in the Italian countryside where there's candles and nothing else.
Who's shooting the PvP porn? PvP.
Who's getting
POV, guys, not PvP porn. That sounds like it's aggressive. There's abuse involved.
My penis attacks your vagina. Who you using? It's
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Oh yeah. And then before I knew what was happening, I was like, okay, we're going into this fence. This is pretty cool. I wonder what. Obviously, they've just gone to a farm. This is no big deal. And then and then I saw the piglet. I'm like, I know that.
Shit.
I know that fucking piglet. I know somebody who's gonna be pretty upset about this piglet.
I can recognize this piglet from a mile away.
Well, they're probably just there to pet the piglet.
Yeah, they're taking a break from their hunt. No, the opposite.
I wrote, if you're wondering if the death of an innocent piglet satiated his need for blood, it didn't.
No.
So, just so you know, you get to watch them snap that poor little pig's neck.
And then every other part of the pig. Like, you only needed to do the one. And then it just keeps going over and over.
Fucking pig snappers.
Holy shit, pig snappers. Call pig snappers if you've witnessed a crime.
He fucking murders this little fucking tiny piglet.
Yeah. And goes to town.
And then it's just like, that wasn't good.
It was
that wasn't what I wanted.
A little gamey pork.
Yeah.
At this point, I wrote, and I think this is worth noting, and maybe you'll agree, but it was good to put Derek in this role and not Cliff, because Derek is a phenomenally better actor.
Yeah.
Cliff kind of really sucks and needs to be behind the camera more instead of in front of it.
Yeah.
Like, Derek carries this movie with his performance the whole time.
Yeah, God bless us. His name is Derek. They didn't stretch very far for the name. I looked him up on IMDb.
His real name's Derek?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the other guy's real name fucking Cliff?
It is.
It is.
I think, yeah. But
classic Canadian fashion.
The guys who wrote the movie are in the movie.
Yeah.
Because who else wants to be in it?
Scene where they go to the hospital and try to get into the blood bank. I'm pretty sure they don't just let you in if you flash a driver's license. Hey, I was looking to check on your blood. I promise I can drive.
It's like that episode of Family Guy with the mosquito. And he's just like, you caught me. I just thought I'd come take a look. All right.
Fine. Okay.
So yeah, he's like, yeah, we're gonna go do something really stupid, and then so they go to the blood bank. And
my thing is, like, this is a crime now. Everything you've done up to this point isn't quite a crime.
Yeah.
This is one.
So
maybe don't film it.
Yeah. We don't really need everybody to know that we're gonna bribe the orderlies to get a bag of blood.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen.
No, these are the same people who think that, like, if you give the dude who handles the morgue like $50 in a 6-pack, you could spend some time with the bodies. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
And nor should it ever.
Those people generally get vetted.
It's always good when they do.
I think that's right in the job interview. Is like, okay, what's your upward limit on bribery for letting people be alone with a body?
Well,
and if you say anything less than $1 million, then you don't get hired.
I think they also cut that in half by, closing down all those late night morgues.
Yeah, they sure
where
do that.
Anything goes.
They sure do lock doors in hospitals.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. You know how those when you got a dead body at 3 a.m, where do you take it? That late night morgue where you get to fucking touch the bodies too.
Yeah, that's right. Locked or not, though, doors don't matter because now Derek wants out, and he's gonna make his way out.
Yeah.
He just fucking busts the door of the hospital right off the hinges. Fine.
He Kool-Aids himself out the front, but with a different kind of red liquid.
Yeah. I don't think he actually grabbed any.
No,
because then the ambulance, and they try to rob an ambulance as well.
They sure do.
Which, okay, now you're just, you might as well, you're on a crime spree.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And you know how ambulances are famous for driving around to the brim with blood, just loaded with blood. Oh, yeah,
overflowing in the back with blood.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, where to keep all the extra blood? Where's the ambulance, where the blood's just on the move.
They actually have almost no blood in them. That's why they need to get back to the hospital with sirens and lights.
Yeah, generally you bring your own blood. As much as you can of it.
Yeah. Part of the reason is because you don't have enough right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to the store to get some.
You want to make sure you got enough to get you from point A to point B at least.
Yeah.
Fuck. So yeah, I don't know what... By the way, why do all European ambulances sound... Well, like a baby.
Wow. It's like a baby with an attitude.
It's like a baby being swung in a bag, or like an old Jewish aunt, like just being impressed by something.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
Owen Wilson, but he's a little tired.
Yeah. Wow. What did I actually? I wrote something and it was pretty disrespectful, I thought. But. Alas, here we are.
Is that what you wrote? Did you just read that?
No, it was something about how it sounded really bad, but I don't know.
I need to hear it.
Well, I'm reading and I'm talking at the same time, and when I do that, I can only do one or the other. So I'm looking at words and saying things.
We're not chewing gum and walking types over here.
Well, when it comes to reading and speaking, no, we're not.
That's too much of one side of my brain.
Unless you want me to read everything.
To do both at once.
You don't want me to read everything.
No, I see a lot.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Suddenly what sounds like a clown orgy rolls up. But it's a European ambulance.
Clown orgy. Yeah. It's just all nose fucking.
It's all nose fucking.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, when you get sprayed in the face, you hope it's the seltzer from the flower.
You really do, because I don't picture clowns to have clean penises.
No, and it just fucking keeps coming like the handkerchiefs. It just doesn't stop. You think you're done, and it's like, oh no, I got about 150 more of these.
I got 30 feet of this coiled up inside me.
Coiled up.
Oh no. My God.
So he almost just sucks a stomach in the ambulance because, believe it or not, it's transporting an emergency.
Yeah, I don't know what they thought when they like removed the driver. Like, oh, there's famously only one person in an ambulance at all times.
Yeah, why are you surprised by the person trying to keep somebody alive in the back? Like, literally, that's what an ambulance's job is.
They're literally holding the life in this person's body with both their hands.
Like Christina Ricci with the bomb in Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my God. And I don't know why Cliff is like, let me just rifle through all these drawers.
And maybe there'll be a bag, you know?
The loose blood that's just warm in the drawer.
Warm, like not in a frozen box at all, and then also jostling around while we scream to the hospital. That would be every ambulance would be a fucking mess by the time the call was done.
One bag. It just takes one bag to get jostled up against a pair of scissors, and fuck.
He's exsanguinating. Just grab a towel. It's all over the floor.
Oh my God. Scoop it up in the McDonald's cup.
Do they have McDonald's in the fucking, or is it the McDonaldinos or something? McDonald's.
McDonaldinos. I think everywhere is just called Mario's.
Mario's everything. It's really, they gotta specify. Mario's Pizza, burgers.
Nah, it's all pizza.
It's all pizza.
Fuck. So yeah, I think so does Cliff have the camera or does Derek have the camera? Who's got the goddamn camera?
I think at this point it's Derek because because Cliff's trying to like drive.
Yeah,
which is why are you trying to drive the ambulance?
Yeah.
Focus on getting the blood and leave.
There's like a bit where whoever has the camera is now like hyper focused on all the blood leaving this person's body.
It's very much like again with like the chest cam thing. They're going for like first person through the eyes of Derek.
Yeah,
situation.
I missed the part where Derek was handed the camera because Cliff had the camera outside the blood bank, and then they ran directly to the ambulance.
I want to say probably ambulance. Maybe it got dropped at one point. And so Derek picked it up, like when they were running from the hospital or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was writing, so I missed it.
I mean, he also does like yank that guy out and throw him. So maybe when he goes to drive, he passes them the camera.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Anyway, that plan doesn't work.
Yeah, believe it or not, they don't like it when you steal ambulances either.
No, I don't care how much Italian you know.
Yeah, beepity bop. This ambulance has got to stop.
You've killed a man.
You've killed a man. Here's a tomato paste can. Not even Italian. Just Italian things.
Oh, shit.
But
it's fucking bedtime for one of us. And the other is, well, he's apparently if you're a vampire, you don't eat. You turn into the worst version of one.
Yeah.
Where all that matters is you're hungry.
There's like how there's zombies and then there's like angry zombies.
Yeah.
You get vampires and then you get hungry vampires.
Yeah. You get a chupacabra, basically.
Yeah.
And so Derek gets a little sleep hungry.
Oh, yeah. Cliff wakes up to a bump in the night. That's what happens.
Yeah. This is the most effective jump scare in the movie.
Yes, it is.
As far as I'm concerned.
It got me. And
I know, because you always know... Cliff is using the light from the camera, so he's whipping it around like a flashlight.
Oh, yeah.
You always know that you're going to land on something.
And
eventually.
And you're never fucking ready.
And no, because how many is a toss-up? How many times are we going to do until there's something in frame? Sometimes it's 8. Sometimes it's only 2.
The rule is supposed to be 3.
But it's so predictable.
Yeah, why would you go with that?
100%.
This one is 3. Hallway, window.
Side of his bed, other side of his bed. Yeah, window.
Then Derek!
Derek!
There's Derek right there!
Hey, man,
pale and
rolled back,
fucking hairless Derek,
and
in the
he's
night.
doing his best impression of the ghost from Mama with his lower jaw for this whole scene.
Yeah,
just clacking that fucking jaw around. He's got TMJ.
Reminds me very much of like you've seen. Maybe you haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows.
I have.
The guy in the basement.
Yeah, Nosferatu.
Essentially,
it's fucking Nosferatu.
It is, but that's not what his.
I don't give a fuck what they call him.
It is, but it isn't.
They dressed him up exactly like that.
Yeah, like so. He's
got the ears and everything.
That's the kind of vampire he is.
He's turning into. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Starvation affects people in different ways.
Yeah, because like Nosferatu, he's still like a put together dude walking around being like, let me get my fingers in there.
The one from the original like 1960 movie is not that.
Is it not?
That is a creep. That is a frightening thing shambling around.
All right, well, damn.
With one thing on his mind.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna put it on this list, but I'm like, this is an old ass movie. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But I do.
Yeah, but you want to watch it not for this podcast.
Well, here's the thing. I years ago kickstarted a fucking thing, and Doug Jones was supposed to be Nosferatu.
I vaguely remember this.
And they didn't make it. They made it and I didn't get my Blu-ray.
He probably would have done a great job.
Yeah.
You know?
Because all they were going to do is superimpose him over the movie.
Shout out to Doug Jones, sickest mime in Hollywood. The other one has Marfan syndrome, so it's not like it's a high bar.
The most illest mime.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
The Mama guy. Who is French. Yes. Yeah. I can never remember his fucking name.
It's a man?
It is.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
That poor man.
He's in a lot of other stuff, too. Sort of like Doug Jones, where you can't tell because makeup a lot of the time.
Until he scares you. What about that dude in It Follows? That guy's...
Oh, yeah. The guy who, like, has a twin.
The fucking monster man out of the shadows. Mm-hmm. Oof, other movies.
Enjoy your short-ass lifespan with that. I hope you enjoy sitting for the remaining 30 years of your life.
I hope you enjoy the knots on your forehead from every door frame.
Dude, once you get taller than 7 feet, the world is no longer built for you.
Fair enough.
You know? It's almost like discrimination.
Yeah. Except that old-timey castles.
Yeah, that's it. You better be going through stone archways all day.
Yeah, time to move to Scotland when you're 1,000 feet tall. Get out of here. We don't want you.
Build your house the size of fucking Stonehenge.
Fucking.
So Cliff makes the ultimate sacrifice because Derek is now having a fucking foamy seizure from hunger.
Yeah.
So all right, let's just pop my wrist open.
And you know
Here's my problem.
What's your problem? Before I give kudos to Derek for just not going ham, because he could have gone ham.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Like a lot. You could have a lot. He has that like moment of clarity thing where he turns back into a person briefly.
Yeah.
He's like, stay away from me. And, like when somebody's being possessed by a demon and they have that 30 seconds.
They like break through.
Mommy, help! Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all right, whatever, fine. I'm sure it's a process. My issue is just, first of all, if you're going to cut yourself open to spill your blood, don't go the 14-year-old emo girl route because it's going to raise questions. Like, why wouldn't you go, like, Shin?
Yeah.
That one hurts way less, and it bleeds a lot because there's not a whole lot of skin there. You can get deep quick.
And he goes, like, instead of going across the street or down the road, he, like, kitty corners it.
Yeah, he does, like, a diagonal. He's jaywalking.
Yeah.
And then also, you waited too long. You already made the decision that you're going to do this. Shove that arm into his mouth because he's turning into a monster.
It's true. Although you shove that arm into his mouth, now you're...
I mean, you might not get it back.
Yeah, you might not.
But you're already... I mean, you're trying to save your buddy's life, right?
But does that not then make you a vampire?
Later on, when we meet the fucking person that turned him, Frenchie McGee, again, she says things that indicate that it's a choice.
So I'm under the impression where if you drain them, they die. But if you leave like this much blood left, it's because it's like
they have to die and be reborn type deal.
Well, no, it's like if they die, they're dead. But if they're still like clinging to life, it's like the
familiar though.
It's like an infection or something.
The guy though.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think it's like you gotta it's a certain, like, you gotta lick it at the same time or something.
I don't know, because she said it was a mistake.
You have to be doing the devil horns at the same time you're sucking.
Yeah, there's something they do differently. I don't know. I was just.
She says it's a mistake, but then she also says, "I thought I was being nice to you because you were dying." So she knew what she was doing.
See,
she just regrets it.
I thought she was putting him out of his misery, and then
opposite,
and then didn't drain him completely. Because
they knocked on the door. She's like, "Ah, shit."
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, like because like he's dead, and then they kind of like, well, he's not dead, but they keep him from dying.
I see.
And then
and
because it's like a gene or like a virus or something.
Sure.
I don't know. And
right.
There is no cure.
I'll go with yours then.
I don't know.
You presented a compelling argument. I may have just interpreted what she said retarded.
Hey man, I teach their own.
Yeah, that's fine. It could be either. It honestly could be either because it has no consequence.
Hey, look it up on Wikipedia and email us because I'm not going to do it.
Enlighten me.
We got Derek on the floor, and well, fucking Cliff's just leaning over him.
Yeah.
Why? Like, sure, he's your pal. He's also a vampire.
Yeah, put some distance.
Yeah, you want to check on him. You're putting a spoon in his mouth. You're also leaning over him. He could get you.
You could.
Trust him all you want.
And it's going to be faster than you're ready for.
Yeah.
Like a car accident.
Like a jump
Everybody
scare.
thinks, I'll be able to brace myself. Take it from me. No.
Nope.
No, you sure can't.
Nope. And what are you going to do?
And you've been hit by a car. You know.
Yeah.
You're at the mercy of what's happening to you.
Those fuckers sneak up on you.
They're quite loud.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But also they sneak up on you.
So Derek fucking disappears. Now, the only part of this movie that I dislike, well, there's a couple, but this is the main one. Cliff just goes around till he finds him in all of Italy.
I mean,
like he walks up like 5 streets and goes into a building and Derek's in the corner hiding. Like you just knew.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. He finds like oh, fuck. You know what it is?
It's not the fucking winery again.
It is.
Okay.
Because there's jugs all over the place.
But why would you go back there as a vampire with no thought?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Why wouldn't you go to the first person you see?
Right? Maybe he was like, that pig was up there, though.
And also, like, why is that your hunch? Like, it was just, okay, because movie, I found him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I said, and again, he's got the fucking jar of his own blood, right?
Yeah.
In the vineyard. And Derek is doing his best impression of a spider in the corner by the ceiling.
Yeah.
And you don't just throw the blood at him?
No.
Why wouldn't you just do that?
No, you're like, here's the blood.
Come close to me to get it.
Yeah, here's the blood, and also all of the rest of it is right here, too.
In me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fucking Cliff dies.
Oh, he dies.
Cliff dies immediately. Face first.
Yeah, why, like, it's like walking up to a lion with a steak in your hand and being like, just the steak.
It's like
the steak.
It's like walking up to a lion with a steak in your hand, saying just the steak, and then having slapped yourself with the steak 5 times.
Yeah, you might as well have rolled around in the steak. There was I think we briefly mentioned it, but in between that and this, there's that scene where he's like asleep. And he's like, I think he can smell my blood. And
yeah.
He like puts his hand close, and it's like a dog with a tennis ball.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part because it's so creepy.
You're sticking your foot in chummed water.
Yeah.
All right, like you're gonna get bit, my man.
He's unconscious, but he's still like conscious because he can smell the blood and he wants it.
It was sick. Yeah, and he's like I said, he's doing the lower jaw thing the most right then.
Yeah. Oh, that's like the best part of the film.
Also, makeup subtle but effective.
Very very like, vascular.
Yeah, and pale
and
just gaunt and sunken.
What you expect a vampire to look like
when they're hungry as fuck,
and not at all Robert Pattinson.
Just lipstick.
No.
And eyeliner.
Just
him.
That's the way he is.
Period.
Nah, I'm sure he hates that actually.
Who's an actor who looks the most like he would be just a vampire?
Macaulay.
Pete Davidson? Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, you're right. You're fucking right.
Easiest answer, Macaulay.
That's the one. Macaulay Culkin in that picture where he's smoking a cigarette. It looks like he's just got back from Vietnam yesterday and nobody told him the war was over.
Macaulay Culkin in the basement of Home Alone, just skulking around.
He doesn't even have to set up traps because everybody knows he lives there and nobody wants in. Wait, what house can we rob? Not that one.
Well, we don't go up there. Oh man, Macaulay's up there.
Fucking like Norman Bates' mom in Psycho.
Fucking
just a rocking chair by the window, a skeleton.
Any old white man in any Stephen King movie. Oh no.
Probably listen.
I'm telling you for the third time now. We don't go up there.
You think you're the first family that's lived in this house? I still live here so that I can warn everyone.
The town doesn't like when people die up there. They pay me not to have people die up there.
Yeah, also to my point, like the guy can jump all the way up to tops of buildings and you find him in a shed. That's where you're hiding?
Yeah. And like the dude can jump all the way up to the tops of buildings. You're going to get that close to him?
Yeah.
You're not going to put the blood at the door and be like, there it is, buddy.
And then go home and yell. Like
This brings up my question.
Yeah.
At what point do you stop helping out your pal who's turning into a monster? Does it? Because for me, it's like, oh, you're trying to kill dogs. I'm going back to Canada, man. Good luck getting on a plane.
This ain't the kind of trip I want to be on. I would stick around for the whole fucking show.
The whole show, huh?
Oh yeah.
The whole show.
I mean, I would try to be the moral voice of reason. Like, hey, maybe don't choose the family pet. You know, find the one that's like, find the mangy, flea-ridden dog that people kick when it gets too close to the meat. Try that one.
All right.
You know, because now you're doing the neighborhood a favor.
I mean, the second, like, I would have been like, put the blood in the door. I'm going back. You live here. And
drink that. Never show your face.
Yeah. Anybody who lives here is now, you're their problem. And I'm going back to Vancouver.
Good. I have fish to feed.
Fuck.
And now we come to the best part of the movie.
The best part? This is your best part of the movie?
When Derek eats Cliff.
Yep.
Realizes what he's done.
Yes.
And makes what I would argue is an appropriate decision as a result of his actions.
Yeah.
When you wake up, right, and sitting next to you is the man you've killed in your fugue state, I think nobody would argue with you if you ate a gun.
Now, I have some major concerns, Jay.
Okay.
We are in a shed.
Yes.
In arguably probably the middle of nowhere in Italy.
Right.
There's just unlocked loaded guns laying around, huh?
First of all, it's Italy. Second of all, more importantly, regardless of the region, it's a farmer. Yeah, man.
We're not going to lock that up, though?
No.
We're going to put that where anybody can just find it without looking?
Farm Italy? Fuck yeah.
All right.
You think... North America has very interesting gun laws where, like, cabinets exist and are normal. Not the case all over the place. The further into Europe you go, the more you're just going to see them askew.
Tucked into waistbands?
Tucked into waistbands, in alleyways, rivers, you know? Kids have some...
All right. Well...
It's not my favorite part of the movie because he blows his brains out.
Although
I can sympathize. It's my favorite part of the movie because he's got a giant hole in the back of his head that you get to watch grow and heal back together.
Oh, you do.
That's fucking sick.
And the whole, like, it's not just a pit. Like, there's bone shards sticking up out of it, which I thought was really nice because normally it's a red-black hole.
Yeah.
Red-black CG hole.
Yeah.
That's
this looks like a recently erupting volcano.
It does, yeah.
Right?
It looks like a brand new landmass that's
gnarled,
made of volcanic ash.
And yeah, it looks like a fucking red lotus.
And the back of the wall looks like a Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollocked himself.
Oh, did he?
Well, I think he crashed a car drunk into a tree.
Ah, wow.
So either way, he became his art.
Yeah.
All over the road.
In one way or another, we are all art.
That's true, yeah. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Brain matters on the mirror now, guys. That's my poem.
I was waiting for the rhyme, but I guess it was one of those weird...
I couldn't think of one.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Everyone step back, because I'm a bust. All over this wall with my skull and brain.
See, there we go. It just needed to take 2.
Come back to life and try it again. All right?
Exactly.
I'm Dr. fucking Seuss, all right?
I love it.
The most morbid Dr. Seuss book.
Nazi propaganda and all.
Yeah, vaguely, thinly veiled racism. It's all good.
So,
don't pollute, though.
Fucking...
Sick of you throwing your cans in the water.
Yeah. I don't... What happens after this?
Well, his head heals up, and then...
To be honest, I was pretty just jazzed about that.
Yeah.
And I didn't really care about the rest of the film.
This is what...
I was like, wow, yes!
This is when we learned that vampires are actually immortal fully, in that they can't physically die, because their bodies will go into stasis until they heal enough to become a ravenous beast again.
Good to know.
Yeah, cool.
Good to know.
I like this version of vampire lore better than just getting lucky by stabbing in the right section of the chest.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I this is much nicer than an old-timey Grimm's tale of a vampire who got accidentally followed on a wood fence one time.
Yeah, and that's how everybody learned.
Yeah.
Van Helsing just came across that. He's like, oh, that's how.
I'm out of regular ammo. Give me that wood stick. I'm going to put it in there. Finally.
That's how he fucking figured out werewolves. He just threw a plate at one, and it happened to be silver lined.
Yeah.
And, oh, that worked?
Huh, we're onto something. And with zombies, you just shot him in the head and like, well, that's how I would have killed anybody. So, we're in.
Fucking... Also, like, even without knowing anything, he doesn't try to stake his own heart. Like, we were on the laptop with the lore.
That's true,
the old school era. And if he really wanted to kill himself, I mean, at least try again.
I mean, they got the...
Mulligan, you know?
Yeah, they said bats and mist. They definitely said stake the heart.
Yeah,
There's
for sure.
no way they didn't.
Yeah, it's almost assumed.
But also, you've seen any movie.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know things.
How many movies kill off one of two main characters? And when I say main characters, I mean only characters, and it's only halfway through.
Boy.
So then at this point, it's like, you got your fucking work cut out for you to make this entertaining, because there's one person in your movie.
And you know what?
It fucking does a great job.
This is, all right. It does a great job.
Yeah, it does.
After this part. This is the part where I'm like, because Derek's like, Audrey, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, okay, the French chick that turned in, her name
Audrey.
is Audrey.
Thanks for watching my vlogs, Audrey. I know you watch them. I'm coming for you.
So he makes a very long, painful missive, like the Bjork stalker that blew his own brains out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find you, no matter where you are. I know you're listening. I have your phone.
I'm uploading this to the internet, and if Interpol really wanted me, well, they'd have my IP address, wouldn't they?
Yes, they would. Also, let's poke a hole in this for a sec. You had her phone. You didn't call her at any point before this, number one. Number two, you had her phone and all of her belongings because she left them in the room and just disappeared ass naked. Why are you not reporting the assault to the police with all of the identification and evidence you have?
Because of
my trip? I don't want to ruin my trip.
Yeah, I don't want to spend 12 hours solving a crime and having rights wronged and wrongs righted.
We're just going to move right on. We're just going to gloss right over. There's a couple times in this movie where like things happen that should make people take pause, and we just keep on trucking. Yep. All right.
It certainly is.
And I mean, that's fine. But I noticed.
It happens in every movie.
I fucking noticed.
Yep. So yeah, there's just like this whole thing where he's like, I did enjoy when he showed the scar on the back of his head. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. That's also the front poster for the film. Which,
it is. It is.
I wrote about that though. Lamenting into the camera like a jilted stalker without the vampirism angle. This is just a well-documented episode of Forensic Files.
Yeah. He's had his fill of blood, so he's back to Derek, and it's just Derek making vague threats to nobody.
Yeah. I liked a lot. Once again, like he's doing the sun test thing with his hand.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
For CGI, dude. This was convincing as fuck.
So good.
I very much imagined this is how it would look if it was actually happening.
Yeah, its skin's snapping. Mm-hmm. It's so, oh my god.
It is very gross.
The tissue and bone underneath.
Yeah.
And he really holds his hand out there like,
this
is... I mean, I don't know. I got to be really sure about this.
He's the guy that you wouldn't want to do that thing when you were a kid where you put a sparkler between your arms and just let it burn down.
Right.
Because he'd win
or
every time.
Or the thing where you take a can of Axe and you turn it upside down and you spray it until you can't take it anymore.
Computer duster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good God. Kids are fucked up. They come up with like a lot of dumb things.
Interpol shows up. Finally, Interpol shows up.
Yeah, they really, I mean, they had obviously a lot of investigating to do.
A whole day worth of crime spree. You broke right into a hospital that definitely has cameras. And you broke into an ambulance that definitely has cameras. Also, we're in Europe, which means CCTV is everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
All that. Maybe not so much in Italy, depending on what location you're at, but a lot of it.
Interpol stands for International Police, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Could have been
I just know it as the fucking band that had the music video where it's a hand puppet.
I know the band you're talking about, but I don't know the music video.
It's a puppet that Rosemary. It's a puppet that gets into a car accident, and it's creepy as fuck.
I haven't seen it. I might have, but I don't remember.
I was way into like uncanny ass music videos for a while, and that one would always come up.
Could have been a regular police to show up to
just any police really investigating a crime.
Yeah. No, they had his ID, so they know it's an international thing. I guess.
Fine,
whatever.
Fine.
But.
Unfortunately, first of all, you know what your situation is. The guy is kind enough to knock on the door and announce that he's Interpol.
Yeah.
Why would you even open the door? Leave?
You know you can jump real high.
You sure can. You know where you shouldn't jump? Down to where the police are.
Into their open arms.
Big bear hug from the police with handcuffs.
Here's the thing. Why just let him take you? You're a fucking vampire.
You could do anything at all.
Do you want?
They're not going to put you in the Magneto cage.
Yeah. What are they going to put handcuffs on you?
Break those.
I
break these cuffs.
Oh my! I like the remix. I can break these cuffs. Don't you break those cuffs? I can break these cuffs.
Unfortunately, obviously, fast forward, run away from gunfire. However, I very much like, and this is the first time, it happens again even better later, they just go hardcore Henry with it.
I wrote Hardcore Henry. Yes.
I'm down. I'm so down.
Suddenly, the movie's Hardcore Henry.
I'm down with this. Except it's even cooler because, like, he can get shot and be fine in an hour. But it still obviously hurts a lot to be shot.
Really? Because when he was running, I thought I noticed, like, he gets shot and he just keeps going.
Yeah.
He might say ow or something, but you see, like, the blood hit the wall. And
but that's all you need. And I'm fine with that. I would hate it if he was getting shot and then just nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, "Arr!" And there's blood. Okay, good enough.
I enjoyed before Interpol showed up. He was like, you know what? I don't have a fucking plan. Finally, something realistic about this goddamn film. Because I was sitting there being like, oh, you're really just going to go to Paris and you're going to find her?
Yeah.
You're going to find her?
I got no fucking idea. I'm just going to look real hard.
Yeah, Audrey.
I'm going to call every number in this phone. They're all going to go to voicemail because most of them belong to dead people now.
Yeah. Turns out he had a fucking great plan, though.
Yeah, he did, actually.
But,
this is how to find somebody.
Yeah. He runs from Interpol.
Yeah.
Great running scene. Yep. Loved it. And then he just hides out under a bridge because I feel like they just kind of stopped chasing him when he got close to the water.
Well, he can run faster than they can drive.
Fair.
If he wants to. So, I mean, you could probably escape a foot chase.
But, like, he came right to a dead end.
He's taking all these little alleyways and shit. You can't drive a car down those. I understand that fucking Italian cars are much smaller. They're not that small.
Yeah, but, like, everybody's on foot and they have bullets. And he comes to a dead end, just, like, squats under a bridge. He's like, all right, here I am. We're safe. Like, that's it. I did enjoy also, as he's running, you just hear his skin sizzling.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I had this thought while I was watching. If you were to do like a vampire video game, a really cool mechanic would be making you have to travel during daylight and like planning a route so that you had a second in shadows.
Yeah.
Like you're taking damage the whole time.
I'd be into that, yeah.
That would be sick because there would just be urgency constantly.
You have to like get under canopies and then the cloud cover changes.
Yeah.
So you have to constantly be like...
Well, you got to wait till like a rainstorm in order to get your real shit done.
Yep. I'm in.
So in on that. So Blizzard, hit me up. We'll do some concept art.
Oh man, so we're night 22.
Mm-hmm. And is this when he's found the fucking
we're east of Nice.
Okay.
Because he says that, and I said, what the fuck is that?
It's just some bullshit place in Paris.
Yeah,
he just made it right to Paris, no problem. He probably ran underwater.
That'd be the way to do it.
Interesting way to circumvent a high makeup budget is to have the characters heal off screen, because the whole time, yeah, he's sizzling, but when it cuts to his face or body, like he's partially healed but not fully.
Yeah.
So you can see the damage, but you didn't have to spend $10,000 having bubbles all over his skin.
Yeah.
It just looks like a very bad sunburn.
Yeah, he's scarred up and there's skin hanging off his face for the rest of the film.
And
basically.
I mean, that's good enough.
Yeah, I get it.
I can use my imagination.
I saw what happened to his hand earlier.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
And also, yeah, his face at the beginning. You know?
Yeah. Christ. So he's been riding the rails. That's how he gets there.
Yes, okay.
He's on trains.
International.
Somehow.
Yeah. I mean,
somehow he's on trains during the day.
I'm not gonna say the Germans did a lot of good stuff around that time period. You know the one I'm referring to.
Unfortunately.
Really, they were great for the locomotive infrastructure of Europe. They did a really good job with railways, a lot of which all lead to one place. It makes it easy to get from one place to another. Ideally, both of those places are places that you want to go.
So he's on the outside of the train during the day, though.
Right.
He can't be on the inside because he's wanted by Interpol.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, when I think of Interpol, I don't know why I think of Austin Powers.
Well, doesn't he isn't his female sidekick always an Interpol agent or something?
Something like that, yeah.
It makes sense. He is an international man of mystery.
Exactly. So yeah, he can't be seen.
Yeah.
Because there's warrants, I guess. I don't
know.
So
dangle outside a train in full view of everyone like an Indian man?
Yeah, during the day, because you're a vampire.
Yeah.
The way you burn and sizzle.
One wonders, just put a trench coat on. That's why they're always in the long coats.
That's exactly why.
Right.
It makes 100% sense.
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
Yeah,
where the fuck did he just find this homeless heroin den basement that's half furnished? Running water and working light fixtures?
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me nobody's shooting up on a filthy couch down there?
Yeah, you're going to tell me you found that unoccupied?
Exactly.
It's the perfect place to be and it's unoccupied?
Great. Your lair.
Yeah.
All right.
So the plan here is we're going to the hotel because we watched the footage and we saw that What's-Her-Face left her phone there because, oh my God, thank you, Clif, for recording everything.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I killed you.
I killed you, and
post-mortem thanks for using your camera.
Your blood wasn't even that filling.
It probably was super worth it from your perspective.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, am I the asshole.
Thanks for giving your life so I can find a cell phone.
Boy, oh boy.
Also, he gets over that death real fast, doesn't he?
Sure does.
Yeah, he has a little crying fit right after it happens, and then
straight to vengeance.
Yeah, he goes to bed for a second with a shotgun, and then when he wakes up, he's good.
Yeah.
All right. just needed to recharge his batteries.
He needed some time to get his mind right back into his head.
Yes.
So he, fucking, all right. We watched the footage. By the way, Clif would have been a great familiar. You really fucked up. I'm just going to say it.
He already was like, I'll uproot my life to document your death journey.
What are we, killing dogs? All right.
Fine. At least pick one that's not cute.
Yeah, get one that's full of blood and not that little Pomeranian. My God.
Fuck. I don't know why he had to go to a church to beg forgiveness.
I missed that part. Thank God.
So he's in the thing, and I don't know if I wrote any. I just want to make sure that I'm not fucking getting too far ahead of myself
in?
Here.
Oh, right, because he's filming himself. Was he in a church, or is that just the hotel?
I think it's a church. Okay, so yeah, because he's in this fucking den thing, and the cops find him again.
Yeah. So no, he gets the cell phone.
Yeah.
And then
makes the call.
As he's leaving, he runs into his brother who is there with the police.
Right. That's right.
And then Hardcore Henry.
Yes,
let's go downstairs and out a side door magically.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Perfect. There's a side door right there.
Let's, as we're leaving a building, do a 180-degree turn, going back deeper into the building.
Yeah, down.
Which is going down a set of stairs.
I think he like goes through a kitchen or something.
Out a side
smoker's side door.
All I remember is that he turns around deeper into the building, but that side door comes out the side of the building.
It's catacombs.
Sure.
That's fine. So there's a step down as well from like the mailbox landing platform to where his brother is, because his brother's on stairs.
Yeah.
So he's up, and then he goes down to ground level?
Something like that. Or like I don't know.
Either way, Interpol. And so he goes fucking up a building, and there's just a guy up there already because they got the place surrounded.
And that guy seeing a man leap from ground floor to, I'm going to say, third story.
I can take him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can take him barehanded, just me.
Yeah, let me put my gun down. Hand to hand. Let's go. We're going to fucking fight like real men.
So he gets dangled off of that building, and if you thought the splat in Wreck was good, you get to watch this guy fall all the way and then hit the ground.
Oh,
I don't know how the fuck they did that shit, but yep, delicious.
A man gave his whole life for this film.
We'll just consider it real. All right. It's fucking realistic looking, honestly.
I'd like to think that maybe they...
Maybe they just had that... It was a pad?
Yeah, there's like a
stone-colored pad. I'm sure of it.
Probably some fancy green screen editing, maybe.
Either way, sick.
Yeah, no, it worked. It looked real, and it worked.
And despite the fact that he killed Cliff, this gives him an even larger breakdown, and he's got to sob in a church about it.
Right.
You'd think you'd care more about your best friend and killing him than accidentally dropping a guy.
So what I thought was because he goes like, he's either up at the top or he goes up another level, and then police are there to shoot him, and he jumps back across to another building, and I'm under the assumption that everywhere in Europe is just very fancy like a church.
Okay. So he could have just gone in a building?
Yeah, I was like, oh, he went back into the hotel because he jumps back across.
I think I saw stained glass windows is the only reason I say that.
I mean...
And you see those super long columns?
I mean, I'm, again, assuming everywhere in Europe looks like this.
Yeah.
Like a 7-Eleven's got it's got a painted ceiling. It's got to have it.
Not a huge fan of brutalism, the Europeans, which is good.
I guess.
Because having... turning the Starbucks and the McDonald's and the Tim Hortons into a gray and brown cube was cool in theory. But now, everything looks like a bad Lego set.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I miss architecture.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, I do enjoy like here's your fucking building right here.
Because that's what it is. It might as well have been, what the fuck is it called in Reboot? And it just drops down.
Yeah, incoming game.
Yeah, it might as well just be that.
Did you want a big purple game? Fucking here it is in the middle.
Here it is.
Better get there.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's just like, did you want a big cement? There's your fucking cement building, you piece of shit.
What is this? For food in here? I don't care.
It could be anything.
It could be an optometrist's office and a dentist's office and a restaurant. I don't give a shit.
It could be a sex nightclub and a church. And it fucking looks the same to me.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he gets the phone, blah, blah, blah. We hardcore Henry our way to forgiveness.
Yeah, to forgiveness.
And yeah, here we are. We're just going to call every number in this phone until somebody picks up.
Now, is Derek still uploading these videos? Or is he just screaming into a camera wildly for the rest of the movie?
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
He's absolutely uploading them. Because... He makes a great big to-do about not telling us how he's getting on the fucking internet in this crack basement.
Yeah. Okay.
But like also, because yeah, the police do find him. I got to imagine they're like, well,
that's how they're finding him?
Let's look at the Ends of the World website and see if he's uploaded. Oh, he has.
Weird how a fugitive is documenting his escape.
Yeah, let's go ahead and subpoena the internet host for his IP address.
How about a DMCA notice or two on this one?
Yeah, oh boy. They're very cooperative in that way.
when facing legal action, they're really nice about it.
Yeah, they really give up that fucking dirty basement man who's killed people. Just like that, huh?
So my explanation for the way this movie is shot and how it classifies as found footage is that it's literally as it's happening, we're seeing it, as opposed to just like a tape in the woods.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, somebody's gonna find the fucking footage.
That's true.
Somebody had to have found it.
It's like searching.
Maybe this footage was found in like a police evidence locker.
It's probably just found online right now.
To be honest, I forget how it ends.
Just picture somebody's screen recording.
Fair enough, yeah.
You know?
Just go on Twitch and click around in the IRL section until you find this fucked up shit. So, who answers the phone?
Well, nobody answers the phone, but I don't exactly know how he comes across this familiar. I think
the familiar.
So
he's
he
the only one.
calls the phone, and then the guy like tracks where the call came from and just shows up.
I thought
because he shows up and it's Derek filming him from like the dark recesses of a gate.
Yeah,
and he's just
hiding.
yelling. He's just yelling.
He's yelling the girl's name.
Mm-hmm.
But why would? For some reason, I thought that he made like an arrangement to meet. But then, he gets there and he's like, "Yeah, Audrey, where are you?"
Yeah,
I definitely spoke to Audrey on the phone. Audrey,
maybe he texted.
I don't know. Either way, some old man shows up.
Yeah,
some perv.
Oh yeah, this guy looks like Audrey is 14.
This guy looks like Audrey is being. Honestly, where he ends up going looks like a place he would keep a 14-year-old.
Yeah, and that's the last place the 14-year-old goes.
That's the last thing she sees is this man.
So we stalk him all the way back, and then we kidnap him.
We sure do.
We kidnap him.
We sure do.
And we bring him back, and then we yell at Audrey into the camera as if she's literally watching.
So this is a live stream. He sets up.
Right.
He plugs his.
He even mentions
he makes an effort to show that the DSLR camera is plugged into the laptop, and he's like, "This is the first ever live stream event.
Right.
I'm interrogating this fat pervert.
Look at me commit crimes in real time now."
Yeah. You know how I've not been telling anybody or uploading anything what I've been doing? Well, you're catching up real quick.
Why? This is when because the guy is only speaking in French, and this is when Derek, he goes, "What are you talking about?" Unfortunately, and it's really audible. Like, you can very hear it.
Well, what do you want him to do, Jay?
And this is my thing. Like, where are you guys? Is that really common in Vancouver?
It must be.
Like, they actually, because I don't, and correct me if I'm wrong here, because not all of our friends are the same friends.
No.
Not all of our family is the same family.
That's true.
I have never heard a Canadian ever say organically a boot. Not once.
Now, I haven't, but I've been told to my face as I'm talking that I just said it. And then it's the only thing I can hear myself saying.
That sounds like somebody lying.
Yeah, it
lying
does.
to you to hurt your feelings.
It does very much so. There is a Canadian accent that does. I think it's you have to go real north, like
far.
You have to go where it doesn't stop snowing to hear that.
Shout out Listowel. Shout out Blind River. Shout out Sault Ste. Marie.
Thinking a little further than that.
Even further?
Shout
Thunder
out
Bay. What's up, guys? We're going even further. Okay.
Shout out none of it. Shout out Yellowknife. Shout out where the snow never stops.
They speak a very different language, Matthew.
But when they speak English, I feel like that's where you get like the boat.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. A boot. Like I don't say about.
House.
About.
Same thing.
About.
We don't say hoose.
About.
Eventually, it's gonna lose its meaning.
Yeah, like it's I don't know. I'm just picturing Jim Carrey doing the Canadian thing.
Yeah.
My people.
Yes, Canada. It was a frozen, hostile wasteland.
That's the accent I pictured saying a boot.
The Lakota commercial.
Lakota.
Always the dynamic between somebody who gets turned and the familiar of the turner is like, I'm jealous as fuck.
Yeah.
Why did she choose you over me?
I'm supposed to have the power to jump over buildings in a single bound.
Look at all the scars on my body from where I've just leaked myself out for a midnight snack for her.
Boy,
you know why? Because you're a fucking simp.
Yep.
Bro, you know who e-girls like the least? The ones who buy the bathwater.
Yeah, because they've got a jar of bathwater.
Those are the ones who are not going to get fucked by Belle Delphine. I'm sorry.
You raise a solid point. You know who does? Oliver Tree.
I don't know who that is. Oliver Tree sounds like a place you go to, like, find Jesus. Because I'm thinking of Joshua Tree.
Yeah. So
Oliver Tree is just it's the worst version.
You've absolutely heard his music before. Because it's like the background of a lot of TikTok songs. It's like, I don't ever want to meet you and I never want to meet you again.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm sure that your impression of it, first of all, is accurate.
It is.
And as a result, I'm sure that I hate it.
Well, I'll tell you what. Okay, you know the movie Despicable Me?
I've never seen it, but I do know of it.
So you know Vector, big nose, orange jumpsuit. I think it's Vector. No, this is something...
Like the main villain?
Villain or superhero, I think he is in the...
Black coat?
No.
Not the Jack Frost nose guy?
The other guy. And I think he's only... I don't know. Either way. This guy's got a mushroom cut mullet.
Okay.
And he...
Nice. STLB. And also known as a 90-10.
And he's got the
or
glasses.
Or a 1090, I guess.
Round glasses, black, always black round sunglasses, goatee, and then he dresses as though he is on the slopes.
Right now you're describing like Andy Warhol, so I have no idea.
He dresses like he's on the slopes.
Okay.
In the 90s, but also he's rollerblading and he's got the Jenko jeans. But then you've probably seen him because there's a video of him on a Razor scooter that's like 2 stories tall, and he's getting pulled over by the police.
I have not seen that.
No, because he built the world's largest Razor scooter.
I kind of feel like I need to see it.
Hold on.
Like not right now.
I know.
Literally right now.
No, don't worry, you'll see it. I don't even know where my phone is. So, anyway, people at home who just had to sit there and listen to that, I'm sorry. You're probably like, I know this guy. I know.
It's just painful to old men trying to describe modernity to each other.
I'm trying to describe a millennial on the internet.
Yeah.
I see him on TikTok every now and then.
They all look the same now. My arthritis.
Anyway, I don't know.
So you should know that you got to jump locations all the time because it's 30 seconds before Interpol shows up anywhere you are. Also, you're live streaming.
That and don't simp for a vampire. I think that's the point we were at. Hey,
don't be a vampire's cuck.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Fuck sake.
And
you wake up after the first night and you're not a vampire. That's it. Unmatch.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you at home, a familiar for a vampire is somebody who does everything for them.
And it gets nothing in return but bit a lot.
Yeah, and in the hopes that maybe one day you'll be...
Like by mistake.
Yeah, you'll...
She's going to slip up eventually when she's hungry.
You're either supposed to get some of the powers or you have to get all of them. I forget, because I think Renfield was like... supposed to get some powers.
Renfield's like that, and then, in like Blade, it's just you get a tattoo and that's it.
Oh, that's kind of the shitty end of the stick, huh? Kind of a lot of work for nothing.
You know? At least in Hostel, you get to kill somebody.
Right? You're just doing blood chores for a fucking old man.
This guy's place is set up like he's been just providing meat to Audrey for years and years. Because he's got the plastic up and the fucking meat hooks.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah. So we go into this is a brutalist... graffiti building.
Yeah.
We go upstairs. We go into a thing. There's nobody here. We go into a bedroom where, for no fucking reason, is there just a bloody saw just sitting there.
Yeah. Why do you have this? Why the fuck do you think, Derek?
Why is this
There's
not
like 3 answers, and he's got all of his limbs.
Yeah. Why isn't this old-timey bone saw in the blood room?
Why'd you bring it up? I had to piss real bad.
So here's the way I see it. Audrey lives in that room.
Oh, okay.
And that's her saw. And when she's thirsty, hey,
come
French
here,
guy.
Sec. Oh shit.
And then the blood room is for when he brings somebody in.
What a garbage life you have.
Yeah, because like you walk into this room and it's just a big empty room with a couch. There's no TV.
Yeah.
Why do you have the couch if there's no TV? You have a bed to sit on. What is the purpose of this room if not nothing?
Worst bachelor pad.
You're also a vampire. What do you need anything for?
Ryan Dunn shows up for Homewrecker and he goes, I don't know.
What was the prank
nothing,
here,
man?
I'm supposed to
here yesterday?
I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, so that's the way I saw it, and like this guy is just like, she's there, like there's saw marks. I don't know why he wasn't like, hey, if you're thirsty, I don't want the saw. Like throw the saw out the window.
And then like, Audrey goes, well, where we come from, the saw is the law.
I didn't realize she was from Texas.
The saw is family.
I didn't realize she was from a very small town in Texas, whose name is escaping me right now. But you might as well call it Sawyertown, because
it's a Sawyertown.
Everybody there.
Oh my God, is that where that last name comes from? Like Smith.
Everybody there is a Sawyer. Oh wow, that's weird. No, it's not.
No,
it's exactly what you think is going on there.
It's like Ambrose or something. I don't know.
Anyway,
Ambrose, Texas. For some reason, that sounds right. What we get now, though, because Interpol shows up again, is like a montage of very unique kill choices. Stuff that I haven't seen much in other movies. Starts with a dude getting his throat ripped directly out.
So you didn't watch Roadhouse?
And spraying blood all over an innocent man. Well, he's not innocent, but innocent in this situation.
That happens in Roadhouse.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the throat rip part, yeah. But then... As
I did enjoy that. Drink the blood, buddy.
As Derek is doing the I got shot enough times that I have now turned into a monster type deal.
Yeah.
In the back of the shot is just a fountain and this guy's legs vibrating the whole time. This is like fucking the blood just keeps coming. He just keeps getting littered.
In the so the door kicks open, flashbangs, darkness.
Yeah.
This guy's still tied to a chair. So in the scuffle, Interpol has knocked him over onto the floor, and
it's probably to get him out of the line of fire, and because we're gonna light this man up now.
They definitely slide him around too, because at one point I feel like he rounds a corner, rips the throat, sprays the blood on him on the ground. Then he goes back around that corner, and the dude's around the other corner, laying in the other direction.
They're just knocking this poor guy back and forth in the room.
It's like,
how about untying him?
Thank God you got me away from the blood. Oh, no!
Knocked the guy, and then just kicks him into a wall super hard all the way across the room.
Oh, that was good.
That was cool. On the stairs where he just grabs him and back flips him into the wall. That was
bad police officers, Jay.
Horrible job they're doing.
Oh, they're Interpol? Well, you think they'd have more training than to go in alone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
into the pitch black, right?
There's a fucking set of stairs.
Flashlight, though. Where's your night vision goggles, Interpol?
Where are any of those things?
Don't you have a heartbeat sensor on that? Modern Warfare does.
How did this vampire trick you by covering his light up?
You know?
Because he hears people coming up the stairs, so he's like, oh, well, let me put my hand over this light.
And we're still in creature mode here, so he's kind of smart.
Yeah, and oh, there's no light, must be nobody up there. As though guy comes up the stairs and gets jumped on, of course.
Does. Yeah, he
does. Thrown.
Perfect.
Loved it. It was great. Great scene. This whole little bit, although I kept being like, I feel like this guy in the chair's teleporting. Great scene.
Yeah.
Loved it.
You thought your life was bad before. Now you have this to remember.
There's also a little bit where he's in the bedroom and he there's an old timey picture and he's like, that's Audrey.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know, it didn't look like her, but she looked like a vampire in that picture. So let's go.
This is when he sends a text to Audrey using, I assume, Frenchman's phone, familiar's phone. Just has Audrey right in there. I feel like if you're the familiar for a vampire who's committing crimes by murdering people in order to survive, use a fake name.
Mm-hmm.
Call it Uber or something. You're the one doing the deliveries.
Call it Baldry. Or Aubrey. Just
Aubrey,
any other fucking name.
Oh, shit. And then, we get two vampires fighting in an abandoned building.
Yeah, we got...
Pretty cool.
It was all right. I enjoyed the staking.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good staking. I don't know why she did that knowing full well...
It doesn't work?
Yeah.
I think she's trying to prove a point.
Okay.
Because at that point, he's like, just fucking kill me, please.
Right, I will.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, okay, I'll try. I wrote... because Audrey says you were a mistake, I wrote, you were a mistake. Well, you didn't miss steak. Because it goes right in his chest, you see. It goes right in. Then, you were dying. I thought I was being kind. And the more I think about it, to be honest, it did kind of sound like she was like, well, I was just going to make it faster for you.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. Because,
right.
And had he not been like, yeah, my brain injury, should have been like, well, we'll just go fuck then.
She might have said no.
Yeah, either way, he wouldn't be a vampire.
Yeah.
and Clifford?
Should have said nothing at all. Horrible advice, friend.
Yeah, my God.
That's fucking hilarious. Worst wingman.
Yep. Yeah. Tell him you're dying. You're going to meet the one person who's going to take that as an opportunity to put you out of your misery and have a feast.
How lucky of you.
Yeah. Good God. So yeah, she's like, yeah, you were dying. So I was like,
Yeah.
I imagined that she was just like doing you a kindness, I guess.
It's a much longer conversation where she's like, listen, this is kind of like, what's that movie? This is like Hancock, where we kind of can't be in the same room together, ever, because it's bad.
Yeah.
In Hancock, it's like Will Smith and Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we lose our powers based on proximity.
That's,
you know?
such a good fucking movie.
It is. It's a great movie.
Oh, my God.
The way that he ejaculates so hard he blows holes in the top of his trailer. I love that.
Yeah.
I like that he throws a chick across the room. Like, he's like, I've done this a million times. I know what happens. Usually it's outside so that I don't have naturally occurring AC in my place.
Yeah, you're absolutely going to need to get out of the way.
Like a lot.
I know you think it's hot to catch it on the chin, but there will be no chin.
Your chin's going to be in outer space.
There will be no top of the head.
I'll blow a hole right through your whole body.
Oh, my God.
Jeez Louise. Blair Witch style confessional, which is the same thing. So in the Blair Witch Project, you get the confessional that the chick, when her fucking nose is running like a disgusting bug.
Yeah, I've never been so afraid.
Yeah.
Just snort that right back up there.
See, that was either her or the impression of the Jersey Devil. So like anytime in a found footage movie you get this, like this just means that the person has accepted the fate that they're given.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's okay, I'm gonna die, or this is my last chance to survive, or just I'm just a vampire now and this is what we're doing.
Yeah. So he doesn't. His whole thing is like, kill me because I don't want to kill people. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, look.
There's a lot of people that kind of deserve it though.
Yeah. He's like, you kind of get to be a superhero now and choose who you kill. Yeah. So that's like the plus side. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why didn't that occur to you naturally? Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we figured it out anyway. We got the confessional there.
And right away goes for the probably best group of people to kill, which is child molesters.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I knew it was a child molester the second it was. He's like, oh. So we cut to it's night 37. And he's like, yeah,
this whole
sorry.
thing only takes place over the course of a month also, which is interesting.
Sorry that this is about to happen, guys. He's like, yeah, family, I know you haven't seen me in a while. Well, this is why.
Yeah. Don't come a-looking.
Yeah, because it's bad for you. I mean, you could tell my brother that. I know he spent a lot of money traveling to find me. But I got my pal here, and it's just a dude chained up in the back, and he's like, is this your phone? I'm like, well, it's a fucking pedophile. And all I hear on the phone is, ah. I'm like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
And then if you didn't clue in, Jay, if that wasn't putting the finger on the nose so hard you inverted it.
It's fine. We're going to push our finger all the way into your skull.
Yeah.
By being like, she was 14!
Basically, yeah.
Like a creep catcher in a Walmart.
Favorite videos. And then it ends with like, yeah, I'm going to give you the same chance you gave that child.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, which is no chance.
I think he says that little girl.
Yeah.
Which is, okay, yeah, clear. You could have just played the phone message. Mm-hmm. Or what I assume is a recorded video of rape.
And I would have been like, oh, he's doing something very bad, and he deserves this.
All I need is to see his face, and I can probably guess the age of the victim.
But no, they had to spell the word out and then put a little heart over the eye.
It's fine. And so the movie essentially ends on the attack of this guy. Then there's an end credit sequence,
which I'm glad you told me about. It was great. I watched it this morning.
I realized it on a whim because I had turned the movie off, and then I had a thought that was I like the way that this ended, but I feel like I wish there had been more of it. Like, I wish there was more of, like, superhero showcase, more of just murdering people. I kind of wanted to see, like, a montage of child rapists being killed in various ways, you know? Hung upside down over bridges, like, headless or something. But instead, we just get pool party crashed.
Yeah, right back to Italy.
Yeah, where these two chicks are giving a very shy boy the time of his life, quote-unquote, by getting half naked in a pool illegally. Fine.
That's great. I love it.
Doesn't matter because they get vampired up by, as it turns out, Clif. So, give me the sequel. Just give me the sequel,
please,
and have those two fight for like 15 minutes.
I want Freddy versus Jason.
Work it out and become best friends
Derek
again
versus
afterward.
Cliff.
Where it's like, yeah, we fight for a while. You get thrown like through buildings, like Batman versus Superman.
Oh,
and then at the end, Cliff goes, "You know what? Maybe this ain't so bad." And now it's a team.
Yeah, maybe we work together like crows.
And yeah, I'm stoked.
Loved it.
8.5 out of 10 for Afflicted from me.
8.
Yep.
8 for me. And it was a 7.5, and then I saw the end credits. I was like, oh, 8, cool.
Yep.
Because it kind of like because my theory.
They did the dumb thing where they drop him. So during the Derek and Audrey fight, she does this superhero landing that I hate.
Yeah.
Where it's obvious you're showing off to the camera, and then when the big twist that Cliff is still alive and a vampire, they drop him right into frame so that he can yell vampirically into the camera as well. And I could have done without that.
Yeah.
But how else are you really gonna do it?
Yeah, it's got a spooky. It's the last chance you get.
Yeah, fine.
But I feel like that kind of affirmed the if you don't drain all the blood.
Yeah.
Because like that was his first person, and he obviously fucked it up.
Mm-hmm.
So
sure,
it's something you either do or don't do. That either kills them or turns them to a vampire.
And that also explains why Audrey left fucking ass naked.
Yep.
Okay, because she got interrupted. All right.
She sure did.
That's fine.
Yeah, 8.5 and 8. It's a great film.
Yep.
But one of the better ones we've done in a very long time.
I agree, and it's a nice palate cleanser.
Very nice.
It admittedly makes me a little bit concerned for what you have on your list for me here.
I have bangers.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
I got 4 for you.
I'm ready.
I got 4.
Bring them.
Put my coffee cup down.
Oh, I should probably finish that.
Coffee burps, lovely.
Yep.
For themes, we obviously have vampires.
Mm-hmm.
We have becoming a monster, not transforming, like against your will becoming a monster.
Okay.
Found footage illness film.
Okay.
And smooches.
And smooches, dude.
And smooches.
The only one I can think of, really, for found footage illness film, because Side Effects isn't found footage. So, I mean, I want to go to the Bay, but it's Parasites technically, but Parasites are also an illness. So I'm just going to stick with that guess. However, I obviously want smooches. The face that you're making.
All right, look. Smooches was a bonus.
Okay.
Smooches was one that it's not going to fit, but it's going to be good. All right? For
I mean, it does fit. There was kissing.
I mean, the film itself may not, and you may hear this and completely go, nah, not that one, which is fine.
Okay.
Because I threw this one in because it just fits. You hear it and you go, of course, has to be the film we watch. And for smooches, I put Vampire's Kiss. Right? Do we not want to watch Nicolas Cage go wild for like half an hour?
We can't do that for this.
It's
not a horror movie.
IMDb says otherwise.
It's a fucking comedy. It's a thriller at best. But there's no horror movie on earth where I'm going to sit there and watch Nicolas Cage recite the alphabet angrily.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, you could choose a different one.
I never misfiled anything. Not once. Not one time.
All right.
What else?
All right.
Love that you did that.
Okay, well, look, I only put it in there because IMDb says horror movie. It's the last.
It's not.
It's the last genre. Fine.
It's also pretty incredibly boring.
All right. I just wanted to see the Nicolas. I'm just gonna watch.
Watch it anyway.
I'm just gonna watch the clip. You know the clip.
Yeah. I just quoted it.
There is one clip.
There's a couple, but that's the one.
And you know what? If that's the only good part of that movie, maybe we don't watch it.
It's the best part of the movie, but it's not the only good part.
Okay.
It's just it's a lot of him also freaking out in broad daylight while walking down a street.
That's what I want. All right. So All right, then there's vampires, becoming a monster, or found footage illness.
I'm going to go becoming a monster.
All right. Clown.
The Eli Roth? Okay.
The Eli Roth.
It's been a fucking minute. I don't remember if it's good or bad.
I don't know either. I've never seen it, but it looked pretty good from the trailer.
Yeah.
It was that or Tusk. And
you bastard.
honestly, putting The Bay, 30 Days of Night, and Tusk together, too many good ones. Too many good ones.
That's fair. 30 Days of Night. I should have guessed.
I mean, I have not seen it, and just I've heard it's good, and the synopsis seemed pretty.
It's got one of the best deaths in any movie ever, which is a guy just taking an axe to the throat.
Okay.
But the shot lingers.
All right.
It's sick.
Well,
that's one of the best vampire movies easily.
One day.
Yeah, man.
Clown, then.
Clown. That's good. Hope there's no colorophobes in the audience.
I hope there's no phobes at all. Of any kind.
Sick.
Damn.
I'm ready.
I was hoping for Vampire's Kiss.
Watch it anyway.
Smooches. Honestly, I was going to put for the theme Vampire's Kiss, and
it'd just be that?
Yeah, you just would have known immediately. All right. Wow, Grindhouse Movie Club. That's the movie. The whole goddamn thing.